Good evening, everyone, and there is light. I am Jad. How are you? So yes, they've been out and fixed light today. Well, she checked. Hi Terry, how are you? She took switch off at wall. There were no loose connections there, so she's put me a new what do we call it up? Yeah, older fit bulb. Rose, what I don't know what you call it. Anyway, so lavender and vanilla. Ooh. So yeah. So we're back to normal lighting wise. It were a lady electrician as well that come out. Yeah, not too bad, Terry. So what you been up to? So yeah, that's really all that's been happening. I've had a visit from electrician. So weren't a dicky light bulb. It was just, I don't know. Come to turn it on last night and it were fine. So obviously there were like a loose connection somewhere. So she's changed it anyway. So we've not had any issues since. Oh dear. Not been warm enough here to really. Even though it has been kind of warm. So
Hey?
What?
Got a bit of lecky fluff and I missed it.
You didn't miss much. It's all right. Funny thing is, Chris had just left to go to the shop and she come. Anyway, never mind. Hi, Johnny. So, yeah, all sorted now. I don't know whether it were that, I don't know, the thing that you plug your, anyway, I don't know whether it were that or what it were, but it rectified itself yesterday morning and Chris says, well, still let them come out and just check it over. So, which they did. Tracy?
Sorry.
So, but yeah, Chris missed her. Ooh. Wednesday and Thursday. Very, very nice, Amjad.
2 DSLR cameras. You'll go steady, boy.
Oh dear.
No. Amjad, are you going to be running from one route side of room to other to press record and stop?
There'll be other than Amjad there, you know. But yeah. There you go. Hey, think, Amjad, if you're filming bands, if one of them bands happen to get famous, you could say, ooh, I filmed them when nobody knew them, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's your claim to fame. Oh, dear. Terry says, I worked on my Kia in a tank top, big mistake.
Oh, dear.
You know what they say, Terry, you have to slap the sun cream on, you know what I mean?
Either that or she's got oil over here.
Yeah, I'm just as all good. Chris, I really had fun at Tim's last night on panel. But that's the main thing, Amjad. You had a good time. It's Biscuit. I can hear Biscuit knocking about somewhere. The hint is in there somewhere. I can hear his nails clattering on the floor. Here he is, look.
Probably never let his short off here.
Biscuit.
All food's gone.
Oh, pardon me. Oh. We see I've got very sensitive skin. Hi, Crypto, how are you? But I'm all right if I've got an eye sun factor on and it's, you know what I mean? I have to have like a very high sun factor and like a moisturiser in it. You know what I mean? But it's, yeah, it's not very nice if you can't wear sun cream to protect your skin from sun. But another student, yeah. But you know what I mean? So yeah, if you're wondering, Crypto, we've had light fixed. Woman electrician come out and fix. Well, it rectified itself yesterday because I switched it on and it come on perfect. But Chris said, well, obviously there's a problem somewhere or a loose connection somewhere. So he says, still let them come out, but she checked the switch that's up there, switch. She checked wires and that were okay. And she just says, well, I'll put a new thing on. I got like red like a lobster. But what can you do? That's been throwbacks to being born ginger. But this is the thing. I catch sun really easily. And yeah, so I have to protect myself. Okie dokie then, Amjad, can't wait to see them. But yeah, you think about it. If you're photographing these bands and they get famous, you can say, I took pictures of them before anybody knew. There you go. Okie dokie then, hi Bristy. But well, that's it. That's it. You know, when you're a mechanic, yeah, it's, you know, I mean, you can't pick and choose. But yeah, when it's warm, yeah. But hello. Did you get it all done?
Yeah, it's all stained up. Oh, and I'm collecting it on Thursday, so I'll pop round and see.
Okie doke then.
The other one were 20 quid, so three's better than that.
Did you hear that?
Huh?
Johnny says, other one were 20 quid. He says, three's better than 20 quid.
This one comes with handles that lock, padlock and key and everything.
Ooh.
I'll show you, but Keena's at my phone.
Oh, she's waltzed off with your phone, has she?
Yeah, I said 5 minutes on it and I'm coming to get it and you can get to sleep.
Bless her.
She's a night owl. Wakes up at night.
But yeah, you know what I mean? It's oh, Terry says I had to put $900 worth of parts on a Kia. Johnny can beat that one because he spent, well, thousands on his.
About £1,600 or something like that. For a car that costs $950.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's like a brand new car, though, isn't it, Johnny? Now, you know,
Yeah.
all bits and bobs that you spent on it. You know what I mean?
She's running good now. So.
Good.
Having the spring clean while we talk.
Hey?
The spring clean.
You having
Been
a
outside, haven't I?
tidy up, are you?
I'll show you what lights off. Well, it's still light.
Ooh, very nice. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Tied it down up as well, can you tell?
Yeah. Hi, Gordo. How are you?
I was going to cut the grass, but it peed it down. Hey, I had hailstone at 1 minute, at one point.
Did we have any rain? Johnny says it's speed it down.
But no, it wasn't so much that. I had hailstone.
Were it really?
Yeah.
Hiya, Gary.
Whoa. Gary! Carry on.
Yeah.
Right. My friend's a little coarse tonight, so I won't be carrying.
You've been inhaling that staining stuff.
Well, I've been no more nails in as well, and that stuff stinks.
Yeah. If you're wondering, I were on a video call with Johnny, and when electrician come, and I says, I'll have to ring you back. I says, electrician's here. But it's all been checked and verified, and she's put a new, old thing with
I called a
bayonet. That's but
bayonet, the little end bit.
anyway.
Stop it. What was that street you were on last night? We were all going, Gary. I'm claiming copyright.
Oh God, Gordo says his lad's insurance company have told him he can't. He's not allowed to change his car again. He says they've probably had enough of him changing his cars.
Yeah.
Well, it's their Gordo. You know what I mean? They probably don't know whether they think they're coming or going.
Changed it.
Oh, probably every week.
What about that?
Yeah,
One? What about that one? Oh, I like that one. I like that.
But
You should just have it so you can drive any vehicle.
well, that's it. I mean, it all depends what clause is in his insurance, doesn't it?
If he's only young and all. Yo, Tommy.
Hiya, Tommy. How are you?
Yes, I said I'd pick it up about 12, then I'll come and see you, and then have a cuppa and that way. I'm bringing Tracy,
Yeah.
and then we'll get back in time for when Keena finishes.
Okay.
Got
No
multi-sport on a Thursday.
problemo.
Sorry, if they could give me an hand with that mattress that he's taking out.
Okay.
Put it down here. We'll probably collect it on Saturday.
Who?
Books for it.
It's all right. He's talking to me. He says, I'll get Johnny to give me a hand with that mattress to bring it downstairs. And then he's going to...
That only works if you got a Yorkshire accent, Gordo.
I saw feet. He says, gout. Fuck off, I've only just walked in. Yeah. It's got to be a Yorkshire accent, hasn't it, Johnny?
Yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of painting that today.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, Tracy's going to reap the rewards, isn't she? You know what I mean? She's going to have a nice little sun house to sit in and have a cuppa and...
I've done 4 tubes in of every little gap I could see earlier.
What with that?
No more nails. I just
Yeah.
sealed it with that. Without windows, I proper sealed it with the...
Oh, pardon me. It was say something door.
Right, I needed one something around. It's 6'6", the door, same as me. So that should work. Better work with it.
Well, at least you're not at a duck.
I'll show you what it looks like. Like I say, shit, ending my phone.
But
It's really really thin panels of glass. And it's brown on one side and white on the other. It's the right
Really?
thick door.
How many
Outside.
panels is it then, like the glass?
About 6 on each one. They're really thin but glass panels.
No. I said, Gordo wants to know when housewarming is. You better ask Tracy that question, Gordo.
Very soon, if barbecue catches on fire next to it.
Oh dear.
I think when I'm using the barbecue, I'll move it to bring it down.
But yeah.
The storage behind the little castle. I've cleared the other side today so you can walk around to the other side of it now. They're all big plant pots and stuff. Right? Everything else stuck in seed-wise is coming up now.
Good. Well, it's been nice weather though, hasn't it? You know what I mean? It's not been cold weather.
I had a nibble on some of my lettuce earlier. Very nice.
Well, that sounds interesting.
I could have said her lettuce, that would have been even more interesting.
Is that code?
No. It's called trying your vegetables.
It says I had a nibble on my lettuce today, and I went, is that code?
No, I just said her lettuce, wasn't I? No, I've tried some of my homegrown lettuce. Simple as that. There's no way in your winter.
It's strawberries coming through yet?
They're starting to do the flowery bit. That's when they start doing the fruit.
I'm waiting on strawberries. Me.
No, only little strawberry plants, though. They're not big ones. I'll split them again this year, though. So you get a few more out of them.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you split them. They end up with loads of, when they shoot off, they end up with loads of a bundle of roots. And you can open them like that and then separately plant them and get more.
Wow. I just thought it was one plant, you know, when...
No, they were like, I think I brought about eight hanging baskets back, but I ended up with 12 because I split them all up.
Ah.
And I gave a few away as well. Yeah, you split them at roots.
You see, the thing is, I mean, you've seen our yard. If we were to grow out like that, we'd have to do the same as what you do and get them like that and plant things.
Just have them growing up like that. A few step things, little planters growing up with it. Well, stuff like that, you can just go straight, seed it into what it's going to grow in permanently.
Oh, Gordo's getting as bad as you. He's moaning about paying 18 quid for it, one of them rattly can things spray. He says I picked paint up for bumpers on the Jag, 18 flipping quid for a rattle can. They did come out and scan the car with a paint scanner, so it should be a good match. There you go. But if it's going to be a good match, Gordo, I mean, it's money well spent, isn't it? So.
When do you get it, Alfred or something?
I don't say.
Yeah, I know that, but if you're just growing them off the plant, you can just split the plant. I've got some giant strawberry seeds planted. They should be big.
But
you know, when I took the heads off all them sunflowers and I just shoved them back in the ground.
Yeah.
500 fucking little shoots sticking up everywhere. Around the caravan. They're just coming up now.
So with this when they were
I cut the tops off, dried the tops out, the tops of the sunflowers. Then I just turned the soil over and then just shoved a load in. Winter of last year, just shoved loads in it. They're all coming up now.
Gordo says no, it were a local paint supplier.
In a little 6 foot square patch, it's going to be like 300 fucking sunflowers. Giant sunflowers as well.
I'm going to say you're going to be, you know, what was that film? Triffids. Except yours is going to be sunflowers.
The giant ones as well. You won't be able to see caravan sunflowers. Both sides as well. That'd be good. Yeah, I cut the tops off just as they were dying off and dried them out. And put them back in again. But I put hundreds in. There's probably still some more that are going to show up. I've got them basket things that you put around tomato plants. I've put some of them right over them.
Oh, yeah.
Give them a bit of strength as they're growing. Oh.
Crypto says Tim's internet's down.
Yeah, just pop the little plant on.
Strawberries propagate by runners. Same as
they
a
should.
spider plant.
A little plant like that. You just...
But
old bathtubs in his back garden at top of garden. He just has hundreds of them all.
Who's that?
My mate Brendan.
Oh.
Like he lives on a pretty rough estate, but he keeps his garden lovely. His grass is like a bloody golf course. There's massive strawberries and grapes and all sorts. Got some old vines on the arches, but he's had them years, and you get massive grapes off them.
Wow.
Separates his bottom part of his garden from the top part.
It's like this. He may live on a rough estate, but at least he's taking pride in his garden, if you know what I mean.
Oh, it's an estate where you can have a party about 3 o'clock in the morning without getting bothered.
I mean, there's them estates everywhere, Johnny. You know what I mean?
Got one right behind me. Johnny Gaunt's estate, that's famous. Needs to get a bit rowdy on there.
Well, that's same as I say. I mean, there's rough areas.
I'd rather live in an area where you can have a party and a good time without neighbours moaning.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They party till about 4 o'clock in the morning every night. Garden behind me.
Gordo says
I think they're planning summer because they were blowing up a massive paddling pool. Them family ones.
Oh, yeah.
So I knew a party was happening. 3 o'clock in the morning, you can still hear them partying. Oh, don't worry, once that summer house is up and running, there'll be some partying ongoing in there. So I think I'm turning that all into a ball pool.
That should be fun when you've had a few.
You know, just put a rubber lining in it, right, and fill it with balls. So if you fall in it, you're all right.
Gordo says he's looking to get some more fruit trees. Hiya, Bria. How are you?
How many freaking balls would I need to get to fill that?
A lot.
I'd be better off with basketballs, wouldn't I? Fill it up quicker.
Let me just have a look.
I once bought I think it was like 3 packs of these balls for Keena's little ball pool when she was a little baby. You can still see it bottom. I ended up going back and buying a lot back. And they go everywhere. Still find them now when she's 8. Yo, Bria. Oh my leg. I've been in angles you shouldn't be in today. When she video called me early, she spent first 10 minutes talking to the top of my head.
At one point, you were going to brush it with his beard. 100 balls, £9.90.
Yeah.
200, £16.95, but you can get them in multicoloured, like blue, red and yellow, blue and white, and pink and white.
I'm actually considering turning it into a pond now.
Oh, pardon me.
So I've got a fountain thing that goes up wall and it constantly pumps water. Well, if I put that into
I know what you mean. I knows, bro. What were you? Well, I'm looking on Amazon for balls.
Yeah, we're talking a lot of balls here tonight, you know, bro.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take much to convert it to a pond. Just put a liner in it, basically. Might have to put a few liners in it though to stop it tearing out on the stonework. but don't see why it won't work. Well, them ones where you can step your toes in and get fish to clean your feet.
You want
Still
about them? You want about leeches, aren't you?
I don't know. Don't know if they are leeches.
Well, they reckon these. If they, how can I put it? If you've got hard skin and whatever on your feet, you just put them in. They you know, like when you go like for a spa, pamper day, etc. Basically, you can have this, you know, where you put your feet, and
Just
one.
don't do Google odd-looking balls. You might get a shock. I'm just thinking
Job
of
I
a way
went
of
on
making a hole.
Amazon then, Gordo.
Just looking at ways to make a hole in the ground safe for an accident-prone wife. When it's right next to the door of a new summer house. I'm not filling it in. My mum said fill it back in and put some flowers in it. I said you can naff off.
You only want a temporary solution.
Yeah. Or a banister. Oh, here's accident-prone Will now.
Hiya, Tracy. It's all right, Tracy. Johnny's talking about filling his hole in with balls.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to keep you safe from that garden hole.
Yeah, so you have a.
We're talking ball pool, fish pond.
But yeah. The only downside of it is, if you do turn it into a fish pond, that's not a temporary solution. It's a permanent one. But if you turn it into a ball pit or something like that, it's all right. I'm just trying to think of ways. What you could do, Johnny, is if you know anywhere, or let's say on Marketplace, that are getting sort of like foam and sort of, you know what I'm talking about, don't you? Like line it with foam.
Yeah. Still not going to stop you going down the hill.
But it's gonna soften your landing though. That's what I'm saying. Oh dear.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying, don't you?
Put a banister across at the one side. It should block any.
Hiya, Scotty. It looks like Joelle's having a good time in London. She put a video. It looked like she posted a video with a book signing. So. Oh dear, trust Gordo. Yeah, I'm sure he should have been born a Yorkshireman. He says, I'm a cheapskate, I'm not paying for fish spa treatment, I'll stick my feet in next door's neighbour's pond, I'm sure the goldfish won't mind. But this is like the leeches, but you know, it's you sit sort of like there and you put your feet in these like basins, and they're supposed to get shut or all dead skin and everything on your feet.
You won't walk down there. Can you translate that one for me, Janet? BQ, I want Drake's down there. Be no reason to come out once I'm settled in.
Oh, does she mean down in a shed?
Don't you dare call that shed.
Well,
how dare you?
Summer ass then.
Yes, I put enough effort into that to not call it a shed.
I'm laughing at Gary. I need to go to London and visit Harley Street for a nip and tuck. I want more than a nip and tuck.
I'd say, can you sort this last turkey in the shop bit out for me?
Oh dear.
You will fall down. I can see it
I think she's saying she wants drinks down there So she's no reason to come out once she gets settled in. Plus, she says that I meant I won't fall down. Yeah, but saying it and doing it are two different things, Tracy.
Imagine when you're a bit pissed, just skipping down that step and going boom straight down. Oh, I can see it. I'm going to hear it.
Well, I think it'll be a bit louder than that. I think it'll be a bit louder than that, Johnny.
She banged herself about so much as well.
You know, Rose says, I don't care where I go, but backsack and crack sounds. Oh no. You won't get Chris having one of them if you paid him. So is anybody else willing to come upon panel instead of me and Johnny? Just, yeah, we don't bite, we don't talk. Well, we do talk shit, but
We might talk about a big hole.
Yeah, and balls.
Come on, Gary, I'd like a chat with you on a panel.
But yeah, you know what I mean. We're not, you know, we I get this, yeah, Kyle. Yeah, we're not be derogatory in any way. You know, if if we're having fun, you know, yeah. You know, Rose says bald equals aerodynamic. Yeah, we not belittle you. We're not. Yeah, we're a friendly bunch here, and anybody's welcome. Well, I don't want to say anybody. You know, we are a bit picky about who we have on.
Yeah.
Gordo says I'm rather attached to my short and curlies. I'll give the backsack and crack a miss, thanks.
Yeah, you don't want to draft up your Khyber Pass.
Oh dear. I think Chris is quite attached to his short and curlies and all.
We've got to start moving last of my mum's stuff out of that house by the weekend.
Is there much to shift, Johnny?
Single bed, washing machine, sofa.
Come up your nose, bro, and tell us all about it. He says, don't knock it, it feels great, lads. Is that speaking from experience, you know, bro?
A load of kitchen stuff then, microwave, pots and pans, stuff like that.
Oh.
It'd be a trailer job, I think.
Is your stepdad settled where he is now?
No, he ain't gone yet.
Oh, he ain't gone yet?
Well, he's got to be over there by next weekend, I think.
He says, oh, for sure, from experience. Oh, dear.
Still not moved over there yet.
All I can say, you know, bro, is you must be a sadist, because I don't know anybody or any man that had put themselves through that, quite honestly.
Being a human piece of Velcro, you're all right, no thanks.
Human piece of Velcro. And never use that nail cream down there.
Oh, there were a mirror in my mum's bedroom that she hated because it was normal pine colour, didn't match the bedroom at all. Started painting it the other day. I put some cardboard all the way around the edges so it wouldn't touch the wall while I was painting it. And I heard this noise, it went. I thought, oh shit, what's that? There's a mirror cracking. It was bloody Velcro to a fucking wall. The other strips you can pull back off. Bloody Velcro to the wall.
My voice sounds like Smoke 50 roll-ups, Andy, for the last year. What? Decipher. Explain, Kyle. But, yeah, it's...
I'll keep it pure on that regards.
You know, bro, you know me... I've got a high pain tolerance, but yeah, there's certain pain that I can't tolerate. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Depends what you're taping up. God.
Gordo says, if you're on a budget, does Gaffer take work? Asking for a friend, you know, bro. Ooh, I can
I'll
just
screw
feel.
because he supplies it.
I can just feel the pain there. Feel the burn.
Have to warm up the tape a bit first, make it stick
He
properly.
says no, not enough grip. It's like
Like
he on in
the
the post mar.
Oh, dear me. Getting a bit detailed.
But yeah, I just can't imagine. Yeah, no. No.
Oh, because one side of it-
Especially down there. I mean, yeah. I mean, I know some men have the chest wax and the arms wax, but
I ain't got much to bloody start with. Never had. It's weird that I ain't got a chest hair at all, really.
but
No wax.
this is the thing, Johnny. You've
I
grown
used
a
to really
beard
think that.
like how long down here, yet you ain't got no chest hairs. Isn't that
I am, but
strange?
not really. I use Gorilla Glue, Gary.
Yeah, Gordo says, have you ever tried getting Gorilla tape off things? It sticks like shit to a blanket.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear.
That's
I mean, I
statement.
think that's your best bet is shaving or trimming anyway. Yeah, less painful.
Unless you've been tarred and feathered. And it's peel off time.
Can you imagine men that go for this backslack and cry? Can you imagine the sounds coming out of them rooms when they're on table when they're having it done?
Well, bro, the entire summer house is built with screws and Gorilla Glue.
But yeah,
Went through that litre bottle of Gorilla Glue on that thing.
you know what I mean? Can you imagine screams coming from
You've got to shake it like a right good wank now to get any glue out of the bottle. Right, it's brilliant.
Hey, TMI, Johnny, TMI.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
Super glue and
Strangle it like it's owing you
making
money. You strangle it like it's owing you money.
Carrie's laughing at it. But I've got to soak my dates tomorrow and with baking soda.
I thought you just said then. I've got
Yeah.
to suck my day. I thought, we going to look at it?
Soak my dates. I bet Crypto.
Come on, I'm not expecting that statement.
For what we
Only
baking?
for a second did I think. Did she just say what I think she just said?
Gordo says, right, it's that time of night off to Sainsbury's to collect Mrs. G.
Good timing, Gordo.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit, Gordo. But yeah, what you do is you soak them
Come
in.
on, cause the kerfuffle and run away.
You soak them in 125 mils of boiling water, and you put some baking soda in. Now, exactly
That's
what?
it needs to do.
Yeah,
Has she got any yet?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You live with her, I don't, Johnny.
She went out early, but I don't think she went for all.
Well, I'd already got some days. I said on my baking stream a few weeks ago, I think I've got some days. Well, I looked in my drawer because there's things in that drawer, right? So your date, is it Chris's monthly bath time again? Because basically, and I looked it up why you have to soak them, because obviously they're dried pitted dates, which means they've got no stone or anything in them, and they like hydrate them. So anyway, this water and it rehydrates them, and the baking soda, and it's basically so when you pour them in your bake, they don't all like go to bottom. So,
Don't they have a stoning days?
yeah, originally they do.
What are you gonna send me for that?
What does that statement mean, you know, bro?
Oh, flip. Right, that was from
I
earlier.
mean, don't leave front door open with light on.
Are you parked there, Stay Terry?
Can you hear me, eh?
Ooh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right. I was on a stream earlier on and a boy had wrote Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, but he'd spelt mother's moth ter. I changed my name to Moth Eater. Wow, fuck. It was on Zoom, is it? No, it wasn't. It was on StreamYard, so I thought it would have changed. I'll change your name and headline.
I'm the spring clean amateur. My stepdad's coming tomorrow, sorting good stuff out that I have to do on computer, so I don't want my little room looking like a shit tip, do I?
Nice is looking like a shit tip.
I've been out there on that summer house for
Well, this is what, because I actually looked it up why you have to add bicarb to the, anyway, adding bicarbonate of soda to the pud helps it rise. It also helps break down the dates and disperse them through the mixture so they don't sink to the bottom. So there you go.
Yeah, there you
Right.
go. Should be lit up now. Oh, do you know the lights? I put them around the rabbit hutch until I get some more.
Oh.
Very 9. I've said hello to everybody else in
Rabbit
chat.
hutch should be lit up.
Park Nest. Then I say hello to Park Nest.
Oh, you've just got them
Put the bulbs
batten.
around them.
Yeah.
Dark.
Nice.
It's not that dark out there, but it is. Yeah,
It just
No,
needs
no,
a door now, Johnny, and probably be on Thursday. You'll have your door for it.
the door will come by Friday. The door's just about the right measurements as well, which is good because the door opening's quite wide. It's just the height. Just the height. I've got to
Crypto reckons that Tim's internet's down.
Okay.
So,
Oh, his handle broke off.
or he's away making some more bunk beds. It's the summer, innit?
That's it. Probably been.
I went out there when I dropped her at school, put some breakfast on, went outside.
Aye.
I bet he loves you, really.
Who's that?
Geddes.
My bro.
Hi.
The bromance is on.
Oh, dear me.
So I'll need my trailer at the weekend, definitely.
So this stuff that's still at your mum's, is it what she don't want then?
No, the sofa, one of the chairs. She didn't want to leave Andrew with nothing, you see.
Oh, yeah.
It's all the stuff that needs to just come out.
Oh, he said on his phone as he's using his data.
It'd probably fill the trailer and fill the car, probably.
It's very, very rarely that Sky, we on Sky, and it's very, very rarely we have a problem with Sky, so.
I've got a new fancy digital washer anyway. She said she don't want to bring it to the house.
A what?
A digital
She's got a new
washer.
fancy digital washer.
Oh, washing machine.
It's a new
That
one.
one-
That she said
Is
I
that the
can
ones
have
you
it.
can use off your phone? You can dial it in and
Oh,
tell it
but
when you
it's
start.
a nice one. It's one where drum's a bit angled like that. Well, them Hoover ones, fancy. plastic.
Fucking Hoover candy.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
We
Where
lost,
you
a bit
gonna
of
put it?
fucking-
So I'll find somewhere.
we lost about 100 quid's worth of food buying a Hoover candy fridge freezer. And they
I'll
said,
tell you what, mate, I'd never buy again. Becco.
Oh no, that's Asda's version, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, when I first
Bless yourself there.
Yeah,
Chris.
when I first split, and I was trying to set this, I bought a
Echo.
Becco,
Crocky
right?
Deck.
Less than 6 months down the line,
Aye.
it just gigged up the goals. So I bought it from Curry's. I rung them up, and we'll send an engineer out, right? It says the timer thing had gone and the something else anyway. There were like 2 things wrong with it. I says, well, how come? I says, it's less than 6 months old. Oh, well, we'll just replace it and you should be good to go. But then even got to end at street and I'd put my washing machine on and gone again.
It was broke again.
Yeah. And I just rung them up. Hi, partners.
Johnny.
I just rang them up and I says, look, this is like, I've already had engineer out twice. I says, the same thing is replace the same part twice. I says,
Same thing happened with them pulling at the street. Same design fault again, repeated probably, isn't it?
so basically I said to him, I says, look, I says, I'm going to come into the shop. I says, I'm going to choose a washer to same amount. I says, and
different
yeah.
name.
So basically, this is the thing. I think I'd paid at the time £25 delivery charge, right, for them to deliver washing machine. So she says, well, we can't come and pick it up and deliver you a new one. She says, you'll have to do that yourself. Either that or pay another £25.
Right.
So I says, well, I says, I'm not paying another £25. I says, my husband will come and pick it up front shop, and that's what he did.
Mm-hmm. That's funny buggers. The retail business is up to no good because when I was dealing with the Candy Hoover fault on our fridge, I phoned back the company we bought it from, and they says, you need to deal with Candy Hoover. I says, I never bought it for Candy Hoover. You've already put 60, 70 quid on top of it when you bought it for Candy Hoover. So it's your responsibility, mate. Come on. They didn't like it.
And then that was similar to experience to what I had with Curry's. Mm-hmm. It was a Beco washer, but they were sort of like saying, well, it's not us, it's blah, blah, blah. And I says, look, I says, you sold me the washing machine. Mm-hmm. So it's up to you. I says, less than 6 months old to sort it out. Not me, not at my expense. Mm-hmm. I says, that product has got a year's guarantee on it. I says, so it's down to you to sort it out. Mm-hmm. But they didn't like being told what to do. That's the thing.
I'd done a bit of that when I left school and stuff. That's what I was doing when I left school, was retail. When I went to college and all that stuff for it. With give you telephone skills and public, when you get a bad customer coming in, how you deal with it calling them a prick. So when I go into a shop to buy things, I'm completely conscious of what the setup is. Because the prices that stuff comes in it, it's ridiculous what you pay for it.
The thing is, you don't want to come across to them as well that you're a pushover and what they tell you. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You've sort of got to know your rights as regarding products. And I knew that it was less than a year old. It was still under warranty. So whoever mended it or whatever, it were up to them, not me, if you know what I mean.
That's the consumer's rights. You've got the right to have all this. You were promised this through real, proper advertisement. But if you've been sold false advertisement, you can take them to town. And that goes. I've done it twice with the white products and the electrical goods. I sold them in a shop, and then I've also done it with the cars. And on both occasions, I've heard them talking about the price they get it for. Say like a basic 1500 DCI Clio would cost you, say, what, £9,000, brand new, 1991. They were getting it for 1,500 quid, £2,000, because they were buying them in at 100 and 200 at a time and parking them in a field over in Edinburgh.
That's it.
The customer pays almost up to 13 grand for these cars, and It's ridiculous, man. Even then the white goods as well, your computers and all that, they buy in, like what Grandpa Kevin gets, a pile of computers at a time and goes away and strips them. Well, they buy them in like that as well, at
Yeah.
bulk, reduced price. It's crazy. The consumer always gets it shafted.
I've got a box and a bag.
Cardboard box.
To tidy up, it's a bit
Oh, I thought it. Are we having an unboxing? Has Johnny had a delivery?
No.
Is that inflatable dollar cent? Self-inflatable.
Is that, you know, Joe wants to know if that's the box that you blow up doll come in, Johnny.
No,
Is
rabbit
that,
food.
isn't that the granny?
Blowjob granny.
Yeah.
Self-inflatable blowjob granny. Wow.
Oh dear.
That's what I'll be typing into the internet tonight.
Balls and ashes included.
Oh dear.
Realistic vehicles.
You've had a nice weekend away at Caravan this weekend.
Yeah,
Ness?
yeah.
Revitalised.
Yep.
Bit nice weather for it. Isn't it?
I know. It's been, well, I won't say glorious, but it's been,
It's a start. It's a good
what I
start.
say, it's been nice, but it's, yeah, it's same as Johnny says, it's a start. We're only in May yet.
See, to tell you the truth, I'm scared of what this summer's going to be like. I think it's going to be an absolute scorcher, man.
I stay in. I'm out.
These are warm, sort of southerly climes.
I'm out every day when it's sunny. I love being outside.
Hey, I've seen on Facebook 2 of my friends. One's in Primrose Valley, and other one, Chris's niece, is at Thornwick Bay.
Oh,
What's that? What's happening there?
an
Well, that's
aesthetic
where
oratora.
Clark Ness has got his caravan Thornwick
Oh,
Bay.
Aesthetic oratora.
Okie dokie then. See you later, Amjad.
See, I'm Jared.
But yeah, when we went to Filey, Primrose Valley's next door, and it used to be Butlins Filey,
Mhm.
but it's now Primrose Valley.
Which is a haven, isn't it?
It is.
I've
Anyway,
just got the
it's
No
buttons
dolphins
on
here
Yeah.
as well.
Still Primrose Valley now, but it used to be the Butlins site. Well,
I think Breeton's sons might be here as well.
when we went last year, we were in a place called the Bay.
Yeah, which
And
is right next to.
Primrose Valley is right next door.
I pass it every time I'm going to Filey or Scarborough.
But that's the good thing about where that's situated is it's within reach of Scarborough, Whitby, Bridlington,
I think
Filey.
that
yeah,
Okay,
Filey
that's-
itself.
that'd be a good documentary to watch. The Butlins, if there is a documentary there about Butlins.
It's probably somewhere on
Absolutely.
YouTube.
He's,
Quite
he
a
bought
few
it.
channels that do get tours of it. You know, and,
Yeah. We had a Butlins up on the west coast in Ayrshire, and it was renowned. It was amazing. It was like a big fun fair, like Blackpool. Our Blackpool, that's what the equivalent of our Blackpool was in Scotland. Awesome.
But you
Beautiful
see,
views.
there's only, at the moment, there's only 3 Butlins left. Skegness,
It'd probably in
Mine,
name.
Ed,
It's probably haven.
and Bognor Regis. They the only 3 that's left. They were dotted all over country at one
Aye,
point.
that's what I was saying. Aye, they must
Oh,
have
and don't
picked
forget
Yeah.
Prestatyn. Prestatyn's still going.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
North
they're
Wales.
only them
That's
3.
where, yeah, that's where they filmed Dolly on the buses.
I would have passed that going to Port Madog, wouldn't I?
Port Maddock.
Port Maddock.
Get your Welsh
What did you do
pronunciations
yourself?
right.
Right, I do that right.
Half
But
a pint of phlegm in your throat.
this is the
Port
thing.
Maddock.
When we lived in Great Yarmouth, there were pontins there, and then next minute, all shut down, all boarded up, and everything. That'd
Oh,
be a
I
nice.
stand corrected, but the site still exists. It's not Butlins, it's Pontins at
Aye,
Prestatyn.
Pointins took over the
So,
Butlins
yeah.
in Ayrshire as well. Aye.
Good point, Scotty.
And it was a haven. When you mentioned haven, it's like Pointins Haven because it's
Gary
tucked away.
says, "Hiya Keith, how are you?
I
Is
think Pontins are
M&D
separate.
still in Ayrshire?"
M&D's.
Yeah.
Is that what it is now? Was that not in up where Tim is at the Mugdock Park? M&D's.
No
I
idea.
don't know. I thought that was Hamilton
I don't
area.
know any. I don't know where United. Well, and Partners, I know where Partners. Alright. I'm not going for that dog.
Everyone's owned by Bourne Leisure Group. What other brands do they have?
Pork my dog. That's what I thought it was called.
My dog. I didn't know you had a dog, you know, bro.
Thanks for it.
Is it one of these, you know, invisible dogs?
Inflatable, did you get inflatable dogs?
You know, you walk round on a lead that's got a collar on it, you know, and there's no there.
Oh, that link I dropped, that's a Butlins documentary. The
But
Butlins
yeah, I've
dog.
always said, like that Pontins, it's all boarded up. It's like a bit like a ghost town. It'd be like an urban explorer's, yeah, dream come true to go round there.
They closed the tunnels off and all, didn't they? And when somebody managed to break down into it, there was still the cars inside the tunnel. The cars used to do between the Butlins on them tracks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's Pontins is at Prestatyn, so yep. It's still the same site.
But yeah, I mean, it's same as I say, Butlins at one point, they were dotted all over the country.
Yeah.
We're down to 3 now.
Think of when he was at.
Look,
he
my
was
dog.
Think about the man that started it, what he done, and what kind of business deal he had with the government to say, can I pick all these places around the coast? And what kind of finances did he have to build all the the buildings in each one?
Yeah.
Must have been a
Well,
billionaire.
Billy Butlin was the name at the some years ago. So yeah, what
Now I
Billy
just
Butlin,
realised I have put the giant strawberries in here.
Gary said, bend down to pick the invisible turd.
Yeah.
It started a hoopla stall.
That
When you
was
walk
started.
up to somebody with your invisible dog and start sniffing their ass, then they get a bit.
Stop sniffing that woman's skirt. Sorry, love. I'll get him out of there in a minute. I can't see the dog.
That's a good thing about having an invisible dog. You know, you don't have to go around picking its mess up after it.
Yeah, but shagging somebody's legs is going to be a bit an unusual one.
It's
But,
definitely.
It's not me shagging your leg, it's the invisible dog. My dog will look like an invisible dog. I'm going to give him a trim this week.
Oh, is it do a trim? Is it?
It's like a walking rubber.
Poor little buddy. Do you know something? When Johnny trims Buddy, it looks like it. Yeah, he shaves him with an inch life.
No, he goes from a Shih Tzu to a Chihuahua.
That's
Yeah,
the
across
problem.
one of them with a poodle. Called it a shit poo.
I had one that shit poo this morning after that spicy chicken night before.
A shit poo.
Scotty says here's a blackberry. When they was introducing the Skylines, they delivered the Skyline to Minehead, and it was the wrong one. It was meant to have gone to Skegness. Skegness said it's okay, you keep it.
Well,
But
you know
that-
what Minehead's famous for? The birthplace of Arthur C. Clarke.
But the Skyline is synonymous with Butlins, isn't it?
What's the skyline? What's the skyline?
The great big
He's
white.
starting it.
Yeah, the great big white.
The building.
Yeah, it's like a tent. It looks like a tent, but it's
Right.
not, if you know what I mean. And in there, they've got bars, they've got
A
shops.
big marquee thing.
It is, but it's plastic, I think, or it's made of something. But if you
That
were
was
to
when the
look
Remco-
at it from a distance, it looks like a big, circus tent, if you know what I mean.
I've never seen one.
because you were always working under it.
It's still a Butlins at Minehead.
Circuses are a bit creepy though.
I don't
I've been.
like clowns.
I went. Oh well, I don't. Clowns don't bother me. I could live without them or with them, but I just thought because I went to one circus and I thought it was a bit weird.
Stay away from me. I'll smash your faces in, you freaky looking bastards.
My sister's that way. There's a phobia called something to do with the fear of clowns.
That is actually the skyline. Look,
Yeah. Aye.
Yeah,
Good.
What I mean about it,
Minehead's still
Yeah.
there.
in like tens.
Multiple peaks.
Yeah.
Right.
Scotty says it looks
It's
like
like
a mirage.
Millennium Dome. It's like Millennium Dome gone wrong.
Aye, a bit of a accidental dome.
It's like Millennium Dome, whatever it's called now.
Sounds like
It's
Lee,
got
that,
a
an
arena in it.
accidental door.
That's actually the one at Minehead.
Aye, these are more.
Scotty's on about.
They're more fancier than the ones up in Ayrshire. That was like I don't remember anything like that up there.
Look like you got a tent for fucking.
I think it was
Go
a
out,
4-man tent parked on the beach.
Go out, go.
Oh dear me.
You know what Minehead reminds me of? It reminds me of
You don't think
Llandudno.
that's when somebody tripped over a tent peg?
Finch Llandudno. Look a bit similar, the general landscape.
That's good. Tent peg is kicked.
Crypto wants to know what I'm baking tomorrow.
Oh.
Something involving sucking some dates. Sorry, soaking some dates.
Well, sticky toffee pudding is synonymous with dates. And it says 250 grams of chopped dates and 125 mils of boiling water and a teaspoon of baking soda.
Mhm.
So we're making his own caramel sauce. So it says put the chopped dates in a bowl and add the boiling water to just cover them. Add in the teaspoon of baking soda, stir through and set aside. There you go.
And the
But
explanation you
basically,
gave
when you
there
add them to mixture, you know, by the time you've made your cake or,
So
yeah.
I have no bananas to be.
the carbonate soda will have broke the dates down evenly. I heard you saying that about the bicarbonate. No, aye. Is that what you said? Bicarbonate? Baking soda?
Bicarb soda, yeah.
No.
But it's sort of the sticky toffee
I've got all my
pudding.
shite in this one box. I've got all my shite in this one box.
It's the sticky toffee pudding, but it's made into a tray bake.
So because we're on the last bun now. I keep eyeing it up, but I feel guilty.
Go on, it's been long gone, Johnny.
Yeah.
I went about 2 days after.
Do you hand it over like your last Rolo, you know what I mean?
No chance. Take
But,
your hand
yeah,
off.
it's like one of them things. It's very, you know, you can have it as a pudding, but you can also have it as a with a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, or you know what I mean.
Can you have it the minute you finish baking it? Do I have to wait about next day?
You'll
know
have
how
to
I
get
can use
Tracy's oven sorted, Johnny. Unblock them.
I will.
Fine.
Can we afford the gas having that for
Yeah, it was just something. Well, I'm hoping Laura's joining us tomorrow. I sent it recipe and everything, but
Aye, how's Laurie? You alright?
say that again.
Then how's Laurie? How is she
I
okay?
haven't spoke to her since she come in last week, and
Alright.
she was saying I'll join you next week. I sent it recipe, and I've not heard note from her since.
It's a bit like a message to Tracy, isn't it?
No news, good news.
I'm a secretary, didn't
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's something different.
Yeah, see the savoury the meal night? Would you do a meal night?
What you mean, like preparing a meal? You know,
the quiche, the quiche thing.
I've downloaded a quiche recipe.
I'd do a meal because I'd be on every fucking week, man. All right, what are we cooking this week? Because it was straight onto a plate and fed to somebody. You know, like instead of the.
Hey, you ever heard of apple scones? I've got a recipe for apple scones.
Apple scone.
Yeah,
scones.
In Yorkshire, we call them scones.
Oh, I forgot Yorkshire was dead royal. And was all speak like the Queen.
It all depends where you're from.
No, I've always pronounced it scone.
I've said scone, but that's it.
Yeah.
Isn't each to their own.
Scones.
Yeah.
Well, that's I'm not. To me, it's scone. Sounds posh. That's just my humble opinion.
That's what I would have thought too. Right. Got royalty here.
But it don't matter. I mean, it's still spelt same.
You know what
it's the pronunciation, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what I'd love to find the recipe for? Soda scones. It's a Scottish thing, right? Have you heard of a potato scone? We have them up.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
I know what they are, yeah. They're nice.
Absolutely delicious, man, right? And you also get a soda scone, which is a different recipe, and it's the same shape, but it's a lot thicker. And you can cut it in half, open it, toast it, and put cheese on it.
I've had a soda bread as well.
Something like that, I think.
So what's it called again? I've even got a mousse, raspberry, double raspberry mousse, look.
Mm-hmm.
I download all sorts.
I'd love to do the ganache. I'd done a ganache one day, three mates. We were at our tree, say, right? And the mate came in and said he was a chef, and we said, prove it. And he made a ganache in front of us. We were sat like that. It was made out of bourbon biscuits. That's what we crushed up at the bottom of it.
A ganache is basically chocolate and cream. That's it.
And that's leathered over the top of it, and then you layer wee cuttings of strawberries or something over it, or mandarin.
I've printed off a cookie dough pizza as well, and that is like a cookie base, but it's got chocolate chips, and then you melt some chocolate, and you just sprinkle marshmallows, strawberries, and white chocolate buttons on it.
So take the marshmallows off. I don't like the marshmallows.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. It's that
I've seen Laurie doing that as well, like just altering her preference.
Yeah.
Because I know where marshmallows come
Quiche
from.
Lorraine, look.
Can't say that word. What's it called? The Lorraine, quiche Lorraine, right?
Quiche Lorraine, yeah.
Love a quiche Lorraine, me. I love it.
So, hi Lee, how are you? What's it called again?
What I just mentioned?
Yeah.
The fuck did I just mention there, partner?
Soda
scones. Soda scones. But they're like chunky. They're about, an inch thick. And they're about the size of a pie, you know, like cut off a fucking cake or something. They're made in circles, so you quarter them up.
Check that out.
Is that the one?
There's one here called Irish soda bread.
That is them exactly, partners now.
Irish soda bread, scones, Scottish white bannocks. That's
white bannock because they're the old name for it. Like what Ali would call it up the top of the road, he'd name it that up the north. Where Geddes is, he would name it that, bannock. And we'd call it a soda scone. Maybe they're not the same, but aye, it's the same thing. It's delicious. You cut them in half in the middle, toast the outside, and then cheese the inside. Wow. I've not done them for a million years.
Irish soda bread scones or white bannocks can be split in half and fried for breakfast, or they can be served as a traditional afternoon tea scone with jam and cream, or toasted and spread with some quality salted butter.
Yes, exactly. They're smashing. Honestly, they're delicious.
Yeah, there's a picture there, look, with bacon and eggs.
Yeah, you're having them at breakfast like pancakes. See the way you would have a pancake sitting in the fridge and you give it a quick fry?
Yeah.
You'd have it on the full breakfast. you'd have a sort of scone sitting there with an egg next to it, just cutting bits off and dipping in the egg, man. Joe, amazing.
Love it.
Absolutely amazing.
Joel.
Hi, Joel.
Hey, Joel.
Is he having a brush? So I download that onto, because what I do, I download it onto my old phone. That's where I've got all my recipes.
Print it out.
And then from there, I print it out, you see.
Got coffee, brother. It's still got.
You can make me another one. I don't mind.
You can get them in some Tesco's in England. I used to get soda bread in Blackpool Tesco. Right, Gary? There's loads of wee daft foods that I need to bring back down the road next time I'm up. I used to do it when I was going to London. My uncle had stayed in Belvedere, Kent, and he always asked for plain bread, square sausage, and pies. You know the mince Scottish pies you get? It's
What,
made of
Scotch pies?
Scottish pies, aye. And just to throw beans on top of it, Heinz beans on it, is fucking amazing. I'm beginning to feel that now. I really want a square sausage. You know the square links? No, it's not even links, it's square. Lorne. You would call it Lorne sausage. But it's spicy. It's got some stuff through it. I think it's paprika they put through the recipe.
I'm just searching for it.
Aye.
I can get Scotch pies in Aldi.
Yeah, they're pretty close to the real deal. With the ones with the hole in the
Do you
top.
want me to send you a recipe for that at your nose, bro?
Well,
Yeah.
I've just dropped link, and it's got the recipe on that. If you follow that
just-
link,
Aye, go on. I'll
Yeah,
get
isn't
it.
it,
I'll
is
link
it
again.
Christina Cucina?
That's it. Yeah, Christine Suchina.
Christina's Cucina.
Aye, Gary, I've tried them and I've had them in the freezer and I've pulled them out and you have to fucking cook the life out
Yeah,
of them.
that's link for it.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's the one.
Hello, RB Richard. How we doing? Hey, Joella.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be something different than what we normally do, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's like it would be, and you could do it in the economic foods, economic dinners.
Yeah.
So I made spaghetti bolognese the other night, right?
Salt and buttermilk. That's all you need. You just don't give and give the amounts.
It's
yeah.
like this. You can you can enjoy them several different ways. You can have them as a scone with just butter and jam on it, or you can have it with a savoury, like bacon and eggs and things like that.
It's nearly the
Hi,
same.
Richard. How are you?
It's nearly the same taste as the scone that you make. It's almost the same taste as it. You know what I mean? It's just a slight difference. You know.
Yep.
Got that, Jeanette.
What's potato bread?
It's on about tatty scone, as it's called.
Potato scone, tatty scones.
Much better. I'll work on these tablets, try and get them back. I think they need new power jack supplies, and that's got a crack in there.
So basically, it's Donalded.
Fried.
This one goes on, but won't go past the.
If it were my mate Vince, he'd repair it.
And that one there, that's a decent size one. That is just a power supply on that. If you hold it a certain way, it'll charge up.
Oh, it's because probably needs either resoldering or a new one soldering on.
Yeah, it's a decent size tablet there.
Good
So
screen.
that man with the file. So is that one just a small?
Is this what you're talking about, Gary? That's potato bread.
I don't know the potato bread, but Gary will tell you. standing
That
in it.
is actually a bread.
Mhm.
If you know what I mean. It looks nice.
No, that's not the
Right.
same thing he's talking about. You don't. He's saying Gary's saying no. Can you give me a wee minute to go and get something at the fridge that's cool, wet
Yeah.
and fizzy?
You see, there's that many different recipes.
We're going to sing our whites now to the fridge.
There's a secret lemonade drinker.
Is
You know,
that it?
you know, who did that song?
Is that it, Gary?
Dad.
Irish potato bread.
It's like tatty scones, isn't it? That's what they call them.
Come on at all, man.
Hey, Rupert.
I think it has got a crack in the screen. Yeah.
Oh, what's this?
Is that it, Gary? Yeah, that's the one.
So two things I won't eat rolled into one.
Bread and potatoes.
Three things I want to eat: squid, octopus,
Oh,
and cock.
I'll eat squid.
Aye, a cafe.
Octopus and what?
Hi, Kathy. How are you? Irish potato bread is also known as Irish potato falls or Irish potato cakes.
Jam.
In Gaelic, the word fall means fourths. So traditional falls are flat breads or a cake that's cut into quarters.
Yeah. It's a big circle that you would do it in a frying pan and then half it as you're cooking it. Or cut it
I
before
think
you
that's
cook
what I've
it.
shown Gary before were Irish soda bread.
Mhm. Cheers.
I could fancy a beer, but
I had a load of beers over the weekend.
Loads. But yeah, it's same sort of thing, isn't it?
because I've been out in the sun all day, I fancy a beer.
No.
I had a bath earlier, definitely not sun because I felt it when I got in. Let's go out curly again. Cut my hair now, fucking virgin on combable.
Hi, Gaffer, how are you?
I comb it at this rate.
But yeah, I mean, it could be something that we could look into, like do that sort of thing, and then like a budget meal on a budget.
Mhm. Aye. That's what I was saying the other night. We made a meal the other night and it was under £5, and it was a bonanza.
I did that, but main meal for a fiver. Gary says, I'm trying to think there's another type of bread. It's famous down County in Enniskillen. There you go. Well, pardon me.
Check it out. County Enniskillen, famous bread. Google station.
I think if I've ever thrown it away, I'll put it away. I'll just need a Hoover in here and it'll be sorted. Not doing that at this time.
Oh, tell that to my neighbour. He's a fucking cock end, man. 9:30 at night, that fucker's got his Hoover up. Twat.
What do they gain by hoovering up at
He's not in the house. He's OCD, right? He's not in the house. But he comes in and it's all laminate flooring. His belt is whining like a madman. He doesn't even sound as if it's picking up. It's just.
Famous Australian bread. I've got to look for something else now.
Having a nice time, well.
Famous Australian bread.
All the way out of London. Andy, if you can get in there without being fucking charged.
Is it called damper? Damper is a thick homemade soda bread traditionally prepared by early European settlers in Australia.
Scottish. Scottish. all the Scottish criminals. And when they asked us, they said, "No, we're palms."
Yeah, damper.
Give you so
There,
bad.
there you go, Gaffer.
A damper. Is that what you said?
That's a damper.
All right. How do they cook that? Is that like going to be cooked at a campfire on it? It's got to be, or is it a house cook in an oven?
There's one here, ABC Australia. It says making campfire damper bread the traditional way.
Yeah.
Okie dokie then, Terry. Take care and you take it easy.
39. Recuperate. Has the baby got a name yet? Have I missed out on the name of the child?
No, she calls it Strawberry Baby because it's
Aye,
she's
fair enough.
born in the strawberry
Fair.
moon phase.
Cool. Aye. That was a bit of a.
Just remembered I hadn't planted the giant strawberry seeds yet.
It says why is it called damper? According to the Australian Dictionary Centre, the name is derived from Lancashire expression meaning something that damps the appetite. Modern recipes often include baking soda or self-raising flour, beer, butter or powdered milk. It may
beer.
It may well be, however, that the damper was actually invented in Sydney.
See, a damper, is that, do you still use that word? No? Well, we would have used tightener. See, after a hangover, you need to fill your stomach.
We changed it to moist.
Damper, no. If you were, right, see, for instance, right, Johnny, if you were having a hangover and somebody said, get some food in you quick, not a hair of the dog, but get something to eat down your neck, and you get either a roast dinner or a bubble and squeak or mince and potatoes or something big.
Oh no, a full English breakfast.
Right, but what would you call it? I would up the road would call it a tightener. To tighten your stomach. Back in the day before they went to Australia, they were calling it damper.
Terry said no name yet, due end of June.
All right. I didn't mean to be nosy on YouTube.
He did really.
It says Australian bush bread
It's from reaction, man.
damper recipe. Damper is the bush bread of Australia. Drovers, e.g. cowboys, bake damper in camp ovens buried in the ashes.
There you go. That's what
He really wanted to know.
I've did.
Well, you know, I'm full of information, not full of shit. You know what I mean?
No, that's it. I thought that with the oven thing, like there's a cracking oven the Hawaiians do, where they dig up
What you're laughing at? What I've just said.
hot coals.
Chris thought that were funny when I says I'm full of facts, not full of shit.
No. Good to be factual, and it's nothing embarrassing about learning about it while you're saying it.
Well, that's it. I mean, we've got people in the chat from all over the country. We've got Ireland, Scotland, you know, Australia. It's nice to be able to look at facts about a certain recipe, etc., and know where it comes from. I mean, you know, I'm not just a pretty face.
International culinary.
That's well. You know, I'm a self-taught baker. I've not been to any university or college or anything, but yeah.
Actually, you didn't go to the university of life.
Yeah.
Hey!
You know what I mean?
Best
But
university.
there's one thing I do, and that's I do my research.
I had to look for it.
Catherine says no, I'm full of shit.
You'll be full of anything else.
Yeah.
But I'm not full of
I had
myself.
the girls on with the little goggles on and chop saws and fucking drills.
Like, sis,
Not learned that in school.
have you ever had Italian Easter bread?
No. You
Italian.
know, how are you?
Kathy's of a Italian
Italian
origin.
East? Oh,
She has an Italian ancestor.
see?
So she'll know traditional recipes. What's the other one? Is it Sicilian lemon?
Sicilian.
I know shit with sugar on.
Oh, that looks nice. Oh, that looks very
I used
nice.
to say when we were kids, Johnny, what's the tea? Shit with sugar and bread with butter.
Yeah. That's
Is that
what my mum used to say to us when we say, "What we having for tea?"
That looks like a
Put
luminous.
sugar on.
Is that cinnamon on it? Is that in the recipe?
I don't know why I'm finding it funny right now.
Good old sayings.
Oh, yes.
In many European countries, there are various traditions surrounding the use of bread during the Easter holidays.
Like pancakes as well as all sorts
Traditionally,
of
the
bread.
practice of eating Easter bread or sweetened. Ooh.
It's almost as good as the old "don't come running to me if you break your legs."
Oh, yes. Yes. The old the classic. That's a classic.
That's Scottish
Oh.
guy's appetite.
Oh, no, what's the best one? Do you want a good hiding?
Not everything.
How many times have I told you not to point?
Stop crying, or I'll give you something to fucking cry about.
Right, but
Oh, yeah, I've had that one. I had that one off my dad, may he rest in peace.
Yeah, fucking right.
I normally got it off the teachers. Who do you think you're talking to? Where do you think you are? What are you doing, swanning about? Don't you look at me with that tone.
No, give me that tone of voice.
No, don't you look at me in that tone of voice. It's
Yeah.
not a funny colour.
so according to this,
Accordion.
according to this, there's a sweet version of the Easter bread, or there's a savoury version of the Easter bread.
Mhm.
So there you have it.
I've just said to Tracy, what could you whip together baking in about 3 minutes?
Not a lot.
Oh, crap, man. You get stuff out of the fridge for that time.
I'm going to
You what,
take you that long to watch it fridge.
Says you could do me a cookie.
That's the thing, though, Jeanette, right? If on the
Why?
nights that I've joined you, I've spent 20, 30
Oh, well,
minutes
you know,
previous prepping it.
I'm just fixing
Setting
this
it up.
castle.
But this is the thing. It's like this. You don't have to be a woman to bake. And this is what I keep saying over and over again. You don't have to be a woman to bake.
See, the thing
Yeah,
is,
got
like,
big
the
castle.
guys and the fellas in that position think when they're eating a cake, you think,
Oh.
well, this is a woman's thing to eat a cake like this. No, they just, boom, cake. So if you produce a cake, man, it's for eating. I've never felt that way, but I know what you're saying, right? Some folks say, I'm not fucking baking a cake. Whereas
But
if you did, it would
you
be,
see, I'm trying to break this taboo about just women baking.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
No, it's not a taboo. We just can't be fucking asked.
there you go. But then Johnny done it. Johnny baked and can bake. Bartnest.
Yeah, and then
you've
fucking
baked.
Ninja cut
Have
my
you?
oven. A Ninja kicked my oven that night.
Have you baked anything in your whole puff, in your whole life?
Oh, I like doing all. You know, I don't mind cooking, but it's one of Tracy's job that she's good at. Cooking.
So Tracy keeps you alive.
Not tonight.
That's
I'm
a
on
great
general. I'm on a live, Trey. You're live now. Come here.
Hiya, Tracy.
But it says the funny thing about this recipe is, right? I mean, when I
Building a
first
pink
saw
castle.
it, I thought that, you know, them eggs that we did when I'd use them cookies.
Mini eggs. What? The chocolate stuff.
The proper eggs died. If you know what I mean. Proper eggs.
Right. Real
But
chicken
use
eggs.
full food colouring to dye the eggs.
How'd you do that? Once they're boiled, you take a bit of food colouring and steep them in it, but hold them in a marinade water or something.
Yeah, I dropped this the other day, so I'm just putting it back together.
It says, meanwhile, make the hard-boiled eggs. Place
Yeah.
eggs in a medium pot and cover with water. Over medium heat, bring to the boil, cover and turn off the heat. Let sit for 11 minutes, then remove the pan and dunk in iced water.
Where's the colour? When's the colour to get added to that?
I suppose divide 1 cup of boiling water between 2 bowls. Add 1 teaspoon of vinegar and desired food colour into each.
Aye, right.
Add 1 egg at a time and let sit 5 to 10 minutes,
And they'll soak up
depending on preferred colour.
See the vinegar? That's the thing that makes it easy to soak into other stuff. It's like a...
So, yeah, I actually thought, you see, that's something new I've learned. When I looked at the recipe,
a bit of
Kathy
cleavage
says,
doesn't hurt.
Kathy, a man in the kitchen is sexy.
As folk.
Hey, oh, you'll be surprised, Gaffer, how many men I've seen that have got cleavages.
Yeah. I've got one if I
Yeah,
really...
that's why I lost all that weight. I had a cracking pair of tits.
I'd give you a fiver for a few.
Yeah, Kathy says the old coloured egg on top of the
Deco-
Easter bread for decoration. But when I first saw the recipe, Kathy, I thought, you know, them mini eggs that we used when we did them cookies. I thought it were them. But having read through the recipe, they're actually hard-boiled eggs, what you colour. I didn't know that.
I just want to feel supported, Jeanette.
Remind me to look for one of my old bras on Thursday, Johnny.
Well, I bought one of Sam Smith's.
Oh dear, moves.
The inflatable one.
But yeah, you know what I mean. This is what I'm trying to get after the taboo that, you know, men don't bake, but they do. I mean, if you look on YouTube, there's no end of men.
Yeah.
Scranline, he's an Australian guy. There's Prepper Kitchen, I think he's American guy. There's a lot of men baking channels on YouTube. Johnny, what are you doing?
I've just redesigned Keenan's
See
castle.
the thing as well, right? See the thing as well that goes with preparing food to a tribe, right? It automatically gives you the position of a hierarchy, right? So that's why most women and mothers take that role, because they know that that's the fucking top dog position of the whole fucking
There we
house.
go. It's got downstairs now, look. Apartment.
Boys that grow up in a house where a woman's always looked after them well, they tend not to cook, or they don't know how to cook, but they know how to eat. They know what good food tastes like.
It's like when I were a kid, predominantly, my mum only worked part-time, but my dad worked all hours God sent, you know what I mean? So it was like this, as soon as he'd come in from work,
You would have his dinner,
expect a meal on table,
but he deserved it.
yeah. She'd always make sure that she knew what time he were coming in, so she knew when to, you know, prepare everything. So basically, it'd come in, get out his work clothes, have a wash and whatever, and by the time he'd done that, he'd come back and dinner'd be on table.
And it all works out good for everybody. It's not like it's a fucking slave position. It's a beneficial for the whole house.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But that's just the way that the cookie crumbled in our house. My dad were a plumber, so he were doing all hours God sends. My mum had only got like a little part-time cleaning job, so she could look after ours as well as doing like just a little part-time job.
Aye. Yep. Still have trouble cooking for a couple.
Gaffer says I don't bake, the oven bakes. Well, it helps. Let's just put it that way, Gaffer.
I think I've improved his property.
Did you not see the night I pulled out the Eiffel Tower and I dropped it?
You were showing Joel, weren't you? You went, oh, what you done? He says, I've just dropped Eiffel Tower on the floor.
It's dead. Don't do
You
it.
see,
John.
that's same with me, Kathy. Baking's my therapy. and doing YouTube's my therapy.
Building stuff,
mean-
man.
Yeah, Chris will tell you. We went to Specsavers on Friday. Yeah, Friday. And that's the first time I've been out to ours since March.
That's lovely.
And Chris, as soon as we, it tends to be a bit facetious.
Uh-huh.
Joel says, "Where's the poor Eiffel Tower?" I think he's in a different room, Joel.
Fixed it that night. I put it back together easy. It was just
Wasn't that the one that come 2 parts? Is it 2-parter?
no. It was like try.
Top half is
800.
Blackpool Tower.
Aye, when it was in 3 bits once you finished off the 800 pieces.
When it dropped on the floor.
Oh, it was
Anyway,
like
so
12 bits.
yeah, we go out to ours and walk into the car. Chris says, "Well, this is the great outdoors."
Mhm.
No, I'm telling a lie. Last time we went out, when we come to your house,
Yeah,
that was the last time.
yeah. It was one of those moments you'd never forget.
It was a very enjoyable day.
I'm only joking. Yeah, it was lovely.
And Cassie says she still has trouble cooking for a couple of people. But
Yeah.
that's me. That's me.
As well.
You know what I
It's easy
mean?
to cook for an army. I thought it
It's
was
like when I bake, I mean, like when I went to see your nose bro, I did him one of them coconut tray bakes,
Oh yeah.
and I did him like donuts. So I didn't sort of just go out half-hearted. Yeah. And that's the thing. I always bake for people that I visit.
Big trays of sweetness.
And
There you go.
I even gave him the recipe as well.
Mhm.
But this is the
I
thing.
know it's quite hard in your house, Jeanette, but try and save me a slice first. I know
You
you
can
make
offer
it
and you-
that's fun at your house, but when I come on Thursday, could you save me a slice?
You might just be in luck. I don't think it might. I think there might be some left by Thursday, Johnny.
Don't worry, Johnny. You'll be getting spoiled when you land in
I'm
Sheffield.
willing to get into the arena and fight for one.
The cake arena.
Yeah, I forgot what we were going to say then. But yeah, anybody that knows me, if I visit, you get baked goods. Like when Partners came here, he
Yep.
yeah, he had some cake that we'd
So
bought,
Mr.
that we'd
Kipling's fight club.
made. Sorry.
Yep.
Excuse me. Did you ever go
Oh,
across to Wales, Jeanette? Have you ever been across to Hazy's? No.
No, we'll keep saying
Yeah.
we're gonna, but there's so many places Chris wants to go. You know, with drone, he wants to go
Mhm.
to Scotland,
Mhm.
I've been to see Hazy.
Did you go across?
and we want to go to Wales. He wants to go to Ireland. You know what I mean? There's so many places
Aye.
he wants to go.
Do you know, that's one thing I found out about my mother, right? Obviously, all my life I knew her, she was my mum, right? But she told me she used to travel. And when she divorced my dad, she travelled again. And she went to all these different fucking places. She used to tell me, man, she'd been to everywhere. She'd been down your way.
This
She'd
is
been
one
right
of the
down-
reasons why Chris wants a camper van.
Aye. You settle where you get.
Oh, I forgot his name now. Guy's playing with tools. Bill.
Bill.
That's
Hi,
it.
Bill.
Yeah. Hi, Bill. How are you?
Done.
Ideally,
Miami
you could do
Vice.
like a motorhome rather than a camper van, because a camper van's a bit. It's just a panel van with stuff. fitting
Well, yeah. I mean,
inside
but
the window.
for Chris, it'd be ideal. I mean, not for me. I'm not going on travels
But
with
a
him.
motorhome, it's more like a caravan. It's like a caravan body on a van chassis.
But yeah, you know what I mean? That's one of the things that
For
he
a
said.
drone. For a
Buy a
drone.
trailer, Chris, I'll whack a little sub house on it for you.
For a,
I say,
see, in
Johnny said, if you buy a
Bill.
trailer, he'll whack a summer house on it for you.
Dan,
Hiya, Bill.
Hi.
Yo, Bill.
Beg
Beg your pardon, Captain.
Sorry, I'm all disorganized today.
sorry,
all
I-
have them days, Bill.
What's his name? Him at Miami Vice. Am I getting the name wrong? Don
Johnson.
Aye.
I think it looks like an older John Johnson.
Doesn't look like an older John. Have you seen Don Johnson? That looks like John Johnson's little brother.
I was going to say, she threw in that older thing.
I
Ouch.
know.
Jack
he's-
Gaffer
he
says
sounds
he should
terrible.
go where he wants as long as no one tells him where to go. But this is it.
Yeah.
This would be his ideal situation, Gaffer. You know, just get in and go. You know, I mean, a little camper van for me wouldn't be no use nor ornament to me.
It's
So,
perfect for a
Yours more
drone team.
famous.
See, for a drone team, they're only going to crash it for a couple of hours and get up and go and do their thing.
but
Perfect.
that's the you know, the thing about having a camper van. You can get up, you can go wherever you want. You know, nobody's going to tell you what time to get up, what time to go to bed, etc. And same as Chris said, can you imagine going to islands of Scotland or Wales and whatever, and all the scenic places they could go to?
Yeah.
And yeah, just get up and whatever, you know, sunset, sunrise, whatever I mean. You know what I mean?
We've got 2 weeks left and we're going.
Excuse me.
Or is that when you're coming over here?
Yeah.
Coming to
Ooh.
UK.
I didn't want to tell you till the last minute because then I could surprise you with flowers.
For the love of don't go to London. Or at least don't stay. Don't hang
Very
around.
nice thought, Bill. Thank you very much. You can see why he's been married so many times now, can't you? He knows how to woo the ladies.
No, he loves wedding cake. That's the reason.
Oh no, I was talking to him. No. He said, "Wait a minute." Hey, wait.
You love wedding cake. That's why.
But no, I only drink during weddings and divorces.
Yeah, no, I've seen
So
it.
I'm kind of an alcoholic.
Mhm.
No, I'm not leaving now.
No.
All
Now
right,
you're
Richard.
in my
Hey,
basement.
Richard.
How are we doing?
All good for Monday.
Fuck us at Monday.
I was freezing down there. I've been here for yonks.
Oh,
We swept up while you were there and got shut
Yeah.
of cobwebs.
I'm gonna shove through the
Spiders.
I do that.
Well, you see, the thing is, I've got like 5 on top line, and you don't always see one that's a bit further down. So, yeah, I do apologise, Richard.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind.
So it's a case of how low can you go, Richard?
It's not a limbo dancer.
Skating boards. I've been bending down at fucking skating boards. I got back
Yeah.
itch, innit? I've been in too many angles today.
Don't
There
go
is
to
a
the north of
sunset.
Scotland in winter. There's no sunset
No,
or
you need,
sunrise.
you need to go above the Arctic Circle for
Oh,
that.
bloody nothing.
That's not true.
Richard, we're in middle of nowhere
Yeah.
in November.
Very short days. My God.
Aye. They're not that bad.
Oh, and anybody, if you ever get a chance to drive one on Wednesday, well, all last week I was in Seattle and then up in Canada, and I got the chance to drive a dual motor Tesla. Oh my God, they're
Your
fast.
brother's got a Tesla.
They are rocket ships.
Yeah, but range is shit.
When we went to opticians on Friday, it were like a 3-lane job, and there were a Tesla in next one to us, Tesla, and I've not seen any round here.
You make them
before.
3 or an S.
Well, when you
No.
get to the northwest of the United States, they use them as rental cars, believe it or not. The dual motor
Mhm.
ones, the big bad one, is a rental car. We got upgraded to it for free. So I said, "Oh man, I'm not gonna like this car. I'm gonna hate this car. I gotta drive a stupid little girl car." And it went, it's like, okay, I like this car.
Told them to your dentist, did you, Bill?
Yeah. I was like, your head goes back and you're stuck to the seat. And it's like, okay. And we actually stopped at the next exit, and I had to look up exactly how fast this car
I'm
was.
still a kid, man. I don't like them electric cars, mate. Most of
This-
them.
Problem
It's
is
a
when
bit
you
of
go on the
footage.
Tesla and you get back in the normal
Yeah,
engine,
Model S.
it feels like it doesn't do it when you're pedal.
My little daily driver is a little turbo Civic, and it's just a throwaway car now.
Yeah.
That thing would
Always
run with
was.
my bet easy. And that's a 700 horsepower
Reliable.
rocket ship. That thing might beat it.
Was it actually Honda Jazz was voted one of the most reliable cars?
Honda
What,
really
Tesla?
reliable.
Honda Jazz.
Oh yeah,
They're really
I've had mine for
reliable,
5
aren't they?
years now, and I got it with all the bells and whistles and the turbo and the bigger motor and all that, and the thing hadn't even blinked yet.
My brother, he had CRV 4-wheel drive ones, and he bought it brand new. And when he sold it, he had 340,000 on it, and it was still all on the original stuff. It'd just been serviced, and he sold it. You know what I mean?
Mine's
Never had a
22-year-old.
single bit of bother with it.
Mm.
Never, not one problem.
Back in a
Apart from the
minute.
clutch, really. The tank and all that were just damaged.
You know,
Yeah.
you know what's the least reliable vehicle? Land Rover Discovery.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
right.
Range
Yeah.
Rovers, they haven't got a good report either. Range Rovers.
No.
That's what my buddy Tom
Discovery's
in
worse.
Australia says.
Yeah.
If you go into the Outback, if you want to go into the Outback, you take a Range Rover. If you want to come back, you take a Toyota.
yeah, yeah.
Scotty
my
says
Rap's
that
22-year-old.
the guy he knows has got a Tesla and he parked up to charge and brand new charging points didn't even work.
Yeah.
Well, Tesla have their own, don't they?
We are driving a car where you've got to think, oh shit, where's the nearest charging point for when I need
Now,
it?
this thing will go 350 miles on a charge.
Plus, you've got to think about
What's range?
what is it going to cost you to charge it?
Half of what a tank of gas costs.
Our electric's so expensive
Yeah, but
over here.
that's-
It's cheaper
it's
to
over
run
there.
now.
That's
Over
true.
over here.
That's true.
It'd be a little bit
I'm
different.
judging on what we're paying for electricity. It cost to get the thing up to a 350-mile range. It's cost about $9.
Right,
What is that,
100
350
hours,
now?
Look, range. What's range?
Oh, talking of which, Chris managed to get me some eggs today, a dozen.
Kilowatt hour one has a range of 348 to 402 miles.
Yeah, we were running the Model 3 LR, and we had the one with the dual motor, which means
I
it's
mean,
four-wheel drive.
Electric cars are improving all the time.
If you can get that sort of range, it's not too bad.
After driving it, like I said, I had all the same thoughts in my mind. It was like, oh, I'm going to hate this car. It's going to leave me stuck on the highway. And when I picked it up at the airport, it had 52% battery. And then 2 days later, it was down to 41%. And I promised my foot had seen the floorboard 10 or 12 times.
Wow. But I mean, the same as I say, they look nice. I mean, never, you know, I've seen them, but that's about it.
The car tells you when it's running low on electricity.
If
you start getting out of range of charging stations, and it tells you where the nearest charging station is.
Oh, that's good.
Just all by itself.
I was in Huddersfield a few weeks ago, and there was a guy pulled up beside of me in a Tesla, and I was looking at it, and I could see my face on his dashboard, so I was like waving at myself.
The screen's like this big on the dashboard.
Yeah,
I seen that on that one that pulled up at the side of us. It's got like as big as my screen on my laptop.
Drive-in, yeah.
Yeah, I thought, so I was looking there, I thought, which bloody camera that's looking at me like?
Richard, we're looking for the camera that we're looking at him.
Yeah.
It's got a camera in the
Yeah,
back and a
Huddersfield.
camera on each side.
Yep.
And you can just rotate through the cameras on the dashboard.
Superb.
Wow.
Just
So
too
it
much
has,
money.
it's basically like one of them cars that's got all bells and whistles with it.
Well, the
I
one
want
we
tomorrow,
had
but they're just too much
fully-
money for what
fully
you know,
dressed.
It's just too expensive.
Like there's a guy on YouTube. He rebuilds Teslas. Rich rebuilds.
He rebuilds Teslas.
Yeah, he's literally rebuilt Tesla cars.
Well, you wouldn't think they've been around long enough to get rebuilt.
Well, the cars get damaged, don't they?
They get wrecked, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they normally just write them off, don't they? Don't they just write them off?
Well,
You know what the hardest-
companies don't like to touch
It's a
electric
scratch
cars.
on it. Right off.
Hardest thing to get used to on that car is you only drive with one pedal.
Yeah.
It's after you've driven it for 10 minutes, you never touch the brakes again. If you want to stop, you just let go of the gas and the car will look around in front and stop where it's supposed to.
Wow.
If you leave it alone, it'll do it. If you're coming up fast on somebody, it's just everything goes off. It won't let you hit somebody. It just won't let you hit somebody. I suppose you could probably turn it off, but I couldn't imagine why you would.
I mean,
Well, not if it does everything for you.
Yeah.
you don't see when,
Don't tell me what to do, Bill, even if it involves crashing.
you don't see when Jeremy Clarkson had to do
All
it.
the guys that are married saying, I've already got one in the
most
passenger
insane thing
seat.
he's ever driven.
That is true.
Acceleration.
Yeah, when I first drove it, I hit the brakes and ended up doing something short of locking the car up, stopping it.
Oh dear.
And then I realized it's like, oh, I got to learn how to drive this before I get out of the airport and onto the highway. And fooled around in the parking garage a little bit, and I realized you just don't use the brakes. You just let go of the gas, and it'll go to a stop. And then dug around through the settings, and if you play with the settings enough, because it's got half of the screen shows the traffic around you, and if you play with the settings enough, you can make it Santa in a sleigh with reindeers running around you.
Why would you want to do that?
Why would you not want to?
Personal Teslas into space.
Yeah.
First launch at Falcon Heavy. Sent his roadster into space.
Yeah, somewhere in the galaxy, there's a Tesla flying away.
Yeah, well, it's not from there.
Looking for a charging point.
Yeah, looking for a charging station.
Come to International Space Station with a charging point.
Gaffer says he watched a show on yesterday where a guy stopped to help a Tesla owner on the side of the road. He asked for gasoline. When asked where does the gasoline go in a Tesla?
You know,
I've
now you know what I
wondered
wondered is what do you call the little skinny pedal?
Is that the guy who got the Honda generator out
That's
of the
right, it boot on the generator, it boots.
Yeah,
You can technically charge one with a Honda generator with an adapter, but it would take the rest of your life.
Correct, it will.
Yeah, but trying to charge it on normal mains.
Yeah,
You'd be better off keeping a pocket
just not
full of AA
realistic.
batteries.
I'll just stick with my petrol engine, thanks.
Them Nissan Leafs, if you try and charge that on main sockets,
I tell you, Johnny, if you drove one
from 0 to full on a normal
Yeah,
socket.
but Nissan Leaf has a shit range anyway. I know
No,
somebody's
the
got
new
a
ones haven't.
2014 Leaf, and he only gets about 50 odd miles out of
Yeah,
it.
the latest ones are a lot better now.
Oh yeah. Oh well, it's always the case, and they always improve the technology.
Yeah. You can buy two versions of the Leaf. You can buy, I don't know what they are, so many kilowatt, and the bigger ones over 200 mile on it. And I think as long as you get 200 mile, it's usable then. You know what I mean?
This one, I put a solid 150 miles on it before, and it started with 52%, and I still had plenty of room to go. I was still in the high 30s, and I said, okay, let's go find a station, and I'm going to spend the rest of the day charging it. I plugged it in, 45 minutes later, it was at 95%.
Wow.
And
Well,
it's
partner's youngest daughter's just got a Peugeot 2008 electric.
I think they're good.
I couldn't imagine a 2008.
That's model name.
You know,
It's based on Peugeot 208.
I mean, them Teslas, that acceleration, it's just like an on-off switch. 0 to 60 doesn't exist. It's put your foot down and you're there. You're just there. And when you get a normal petrol car, a diesel car, it just feels crap, the acceleration.
Gary
I
said,
tell you, my
Sorry,
Corvette's no longer impressive in my mind.
No,
It's just not. It for the last 15 years, it's just been a rocket ship, and now it's just quick.
yeah.
No.
It opens your eyes, doesn't it?
That it's the horsepower is bigger than the Tesla. It's got more horsepower.
Yeah.
But what I don't have is four-wheel drive, and I don't have the weight of the Tesla to hold it down.
Yeah, it's the accelerator. It's the electric. It's electric, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just instantly there when you want it.
Yeah, the Vet's a lot more exciting and a lot more fun to drive.
Yeah.
But if you just want to get from here to there as fast as possible, that Tesla is probably the way to go. No
Yeah.
tire spin
My
at
mate,
all.
he used to have a Tesla, and he has one of them. What are they called? Cayennes, them 4-wheel drive Porsches.
That's Porsche, yeah.
And
Cayennes.
he says the acceleration is just total crap on that compared to his Tesla. He says he thought there were a fault with it when he first bought it. He says it felt that slow. You know what I mean?
I've heard of Porsche. That's
Yeah.
what?
It's
That's
a
an
big
Australian
motor,
car.
isn't it? It's quite a big motor,
I'm
isn't
not
it?
that sure where they come
Oh,
from.
it's German. Stuttgart.
Yeah,
The best thing I can call Porsche is cute.
yeah.
They're cute. It's a nice girl car.
Do you know,
They're quite
When he
big.
ju- when he jumped in, right?
Porsches.
Okie dokie then, you know, bro.
thanks for
Yeah,
having
sure.
me.
She's shopping for a
No,
Porsche.
you're
Yeah,
welcome.
Greenspan, thanks.
See you
Can't
later,
wait. See
See
you
you
later,
later,
mate.
you know,
Cheers,
bro.
RP.
Take care.
See you later,
Bye.
25.
Bye.
Done
Bye.
dancing, seeing a bit.
But,
Ciao.
He only has one because his son's works at the Porsche dealers in Bolton, so he gets a good deal.
Well, Gary's saying 1,000's got recall because of the software causing crashes in self-drive mode.
No, self-drive mode, and it's also people deciding to take a nap or stand on the roof of the car or whatever when it crashes. They're putting way too much faith in the software.
That's
If I
it.
If I won lottery tomorrow, I won. The big,
I tell you, I'm thinking about selling everything in the garage and getting one.
that one that Clarkson drove around that track that time, and he said it's
On that
the
Model
most-
Y.
I don't know what it were. That Tesla he drove. It was like an S. It was a large one.
I think you were Model. Was it the Model Y? That's
It
the
was the very
the
big.
SUV.
That's it. Yeah, and he
Yeah,
said
well,
it's,
Model. I'm sure it was Model Y.
he said it's the most acceleration he's ever felt in a car. That
It's absurd. It's just not
Says
fair.
it was
It's so
mental.
fast.
and he put it in insane mode on dashboard. There's like different modes. One we called insane mode or something, and he flogged it, and he just says, "This is the most acceleration I've ever felt."
That's the S Plaid.
You know.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
0
no,
to
not Model Y,
60 is in the high
It's
twos.
Model
And they've
X.
actually got a mode called insane mode.
Yeah, there's like standard, normal, sport, and then insane because it says, "Do not use this mode. You will wear out the motors early and reduce the lifespan and all this crap." And it's obviously
Well, why put it there in first place
well,
then?
for the likes of Jeremy Clarkson.
Hey,
Yeah,
no,
it was
this thing
Model
runs
X.
a 3.9 or so 0 to 60, which is crazy fast.
Yeah.
And you know what I looked at when I first time I stopped was, is there a performance mode?
It's
Guy thing. You just do, that's what guys do. It's like it's the fastest thing I've ever seen taken off. So let's see if it'll go fast.
I'm going to drop out, Jeanette Love. I'm knackered.
Okie dokie then,
Yeah,
Johnny.
Johnny.
I'll just give me a what's it when you
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
see you tomorrow.
Definitely coming over Thursday. I've arranged it with that guy. So
Why am I saying see you tomorrow? I'm forgetting what day it is. It's Tuesday tomorrow, isn't it?
Save me some, God damn it.
Tell you.
In Australia, it's Tuesday right now.
See you later.
Indeed.
So yeah, Johnny's coming over to
Well,
see him
I'm
on
going to
Thursday.
work on Tuesday.
Oh dear. Tell you, I'm forgetting what day it is. Yeah, I'm losing my marbles. But I've got any to start with to lose.
You said you'd have them to lose in first place.
I was going to say, I think marbles has got a hole in bag.
Or was there a bag to have a hole in him?
Oh,
The Model X that Clarkson reviewed did, because he had lawyers present during his review because he got slated for, and he'd put down the Roadster, give it a bad review.
oh. Yeah, but I looked at it this way, partners.
Yeah.
If it's a load of crap, why get a good review?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Don't make sense. If it's
Yeah.
crap, tell them it's crap.
Because his scathing review of the Roadster caused a lawsuit.
Well,
Because
at the end of the day,
you
if you're
don't
telling
like,
the
somebody else
steward,
might love. That's the problem.
Well, I say, what's
You can't be-
expected
I
of the
can't
option?
stand bloody
He's going to tell
Renault.
it like it is. Don't mince his words.
You know what I mean?
Speaks his mind.
well, this is it. If it's crap, then why not say it's crap?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I won't have nobody gagging me if I thought something were crap. I'd tell them it were crap.
Well, that's the point. The thing is, though, what you might think is crap, somebody else might love. You know what I mean? It's one of them. It's opinion. But
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
sort of
point I
like
said
the
earlier.
HIPAA carburetor guys perpetually
the-
say, "Hey, will you
Discovery
show the carbs on the
is well
videos?"
known
But it's
for
always,
being an
you
unreliable
don't want me to do
pile of
that.
shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it.
Like SU versus Stromberg.
But,
Yeah. Well, yeah, those guys. I mean, the carburetor. They always ask. They say, "Yeah, if you'll do the videos, say I'll do the videos, but you're going to have to give me money to do the videos, and I promise you will not be happy with what comes out."
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I said, "I've tried your carburetors. I hated them."
It's like this, Bill. Why sugarcoat anything
Yeah.
just to please? Let's say that maker of that carburetor or the company that makes it. You know what I mean? If you review it, you're going to tell them exactly what you think of it.
Yes.
And
And
that's
I
why
told them
they
up
asked you
front.
Yeah,
I
that's
wouldn't
why
like
they
it.
asked you to review it in first place.
Yeah.
So you're not going to sort of like sugarcoat it and say, yeah, it's best carburetor I've ever, you know what I mean?
Well, it's now I try to always make the videos for home users. I figure mechanics don't need to watch videos about how to do a carburetor, right? And so, like for a weed eater carburetors aren't simple like a 4-stroke carburetor is, like a Bull carburetor. So I tell people all the time, just replace it, be done with it. But the HIPAA carburetors don't come adjusted. You have to adjust them or they won't run. They don't come with a good base setting. So for a home user, that would be a nightmare. You know, if you've never done it before.
But the crux of this story is, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And why ask, you know, obviously they know that you know what you're talking about. So why ask you to review it? But you've got to give us a good review. You know what I mean? It sounds.
Well, some of these people they tell you what you've got to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Literally tell you what to say.
That's not a review. That's
No, it's not.
No.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
a
mean?
commercial.
Out and out.
unless you tell
Promotion.
them your honest opinion.
Correct.
It's not a review.
Yeah.
It's like these all
Well-
these videos on YouTube where they've been sponsored and they say, "Oh wow, how great this is," and you think,
Oh,
"It's
yeah.
absolute shit," but you have to say that because you're getting paid.
Yeah, well, stuff I've reviewed, I've always give honest
Tom
opinion.
as well, Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Most
they
of
keep
the I've
offering you more
reviewed is
money,
what-
more money, more money, and you keep
Hey,
just
you know
saying,
what I
no.
mean?
But most of the stuff I've reviewed on my channel is what I've bought myself.
Yeah, so you
But
can
this
say
is the
exactly what you
thing.
think.
That's the best review.
And
Yeah.
this is the thing. If I buy a lot of stuff off Amazon, baking related. Now, if somebody approached me and says, well, will you do a review on this product or will you do a review on this product? I wouldn't give them just a good review because they told me to. I would say, well, you know, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, you know, it's either best thing since sliced bread or
Complete rubbish.
Carburetors,
Yeah.
carburetor parts. Ooh, some wheels, carburetors,
Thing
more
is, though, if
carburetors,
someone
more
comes up to
carburetors.
you, like say I come to you with a whisk tomorrow, Jeanette, and say, right,
Yeah.
review this for me. Well, it's a bit of a bag of shit, really. But then I come up to you and say, Jeanette, we review this whisk. Just tell everybody it's good. There's 500 quid. You know what I mean?
This is the thing. It's a matter of principle, Richard.
Yeah,
I mean,
principle
let-
Yeah,
goes
it's
out
rusty
window.
in your hand. You can't say
For
it's good.
instance,
Only
like,
talks,
you know,
unfortunately.
hypothetically talking,
I know, but
I
it's what happens, isn't
bought a silicon donut mold, right? Well, they were a pack of 3. Now, I also bought a tin donut mold, and I thought it were absolutely crap. They stuck to pan, with silicon. You just pop them out. Job's a good one.
Would you use release spray with silicon or?
I do what I normally do with everything, partner.
You do the
I'll
same.
tell you why I like the silicone ones better than the metal ones. Is, you know, in middle, right? I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's better to explain by showing you.
What?
Oh, what's up with me?
Oh, yeah, but they can't be. Would you be interested in buying this product? I thought, wait.
Right. They the ones that I use. Nah. Can you see the thing that sticks up out at middle?
Yeah.
I don't know what you call them. I don't know.
The mold.
The thing that sticks up in middle, right?
The things that are sticking out.
Yeah, the things that stick up where you put your donut batter around them.
Yes, the centre of the donut.
Anyway,
Cue all innuendos.
Yeah. Now look at that. If you look closely, the things that stick up in the middle don't stick up as much.
Yep.
Yeah. They're definitely more erect on
Oh,
the other one.
Yeah. But that's what the
Yeah,
problem
Richard, I was
is.
trying to leave that alone. I
Wait.
really was.
That's where the problem comes in with the metal ones, is because when you put batter in them, it covers that thing over. Now the silicone ones, it don't. You just put it round outside.
As it picks
So-
up a bit more.
So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, with the silicone ones, once they've come out of oven, cooled down a bit, you just turn it over on a thing and they just pop out. Simple as that. Whereas when I bake with that metal one, I'm having to scrape them, and you know what I mean. So that in my opinion,
Shit.
yeah, metal ones are absolute crap. Silicone ones all the way. You know what I mean? And that's sort of my, let's say, honest review of donut molds. I prefer the silicone. Now, this is another thing. I bought, you know, like the cake tins, like, you know, what you'd bake a cake in. I bought 3 silicone cake molds. I'm not too keen on them.
Well, it's not suitable for everything, is it?
But you know what I mean? It's sort of like swings and roundabouts. There's certain products that you buy that are suitable for you, or you know what I mean? I've baked for years, and the fact of the matter is, you get to know. It's like Bill with his carburetors. You get to know what products suit you rather than what suits everybody else. and that's sort of the moral of the story is, you know, what suits one person don't necessarily suit another.
The problem is when you're buying stuff off Amazon, their reviews are very rigged as well. They're not honest.
Well, it's a good job I don't go on reviews then, Richard. I very rarely look at the reviews.
You buy something, put a bad review in, 9 times out of 10,
They don't publish it.
contact you and say, look, you know, we'll give you your money back and all this business, and we'll send you this and that, providing you get you change your review.
Yeah, or either that or remove your review.
Yeah.
But I very rarely go on the review. I look at the product. Now I'm thinking to myself, will that benefit me? Yes or no? You know what I mean? And it's same with everything really. Car parts, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you know, what suits you.
I got a tracker for a motorbike for a lad at work, and he put it on his back, and it was absolute garbage. It were just not accurate. So I said, well, that's no damn use. If it gets neat, you're going to be 10 streets away, whatever. So I put a nasty review on Amazon, and they said, look, you know, change your review to a good one. We'll send you a later model, much better, and also refund you. So that's fair enough. If you change your review, and I thought, well, I don't mind changing my review for that, to get my money back and get the later model, and I'd already been paid for it. So,
but this is the thing. I mean, every single purchase I do off Amazon, I get an email. Would you like, or would you write a review? And I'm thinking, well, what's point? You know what I mean? Yeah, some people read reviews, but more often than not, like me, I don't bother with reviews. I look at the product. Is it worth the money? You know, is it, you know?
Yeah, I only write a review if someone's crap. And it's
I'll
annoying
review
me,
stuff.
you know what I
And
mean?
every
Some
now and
things
again, I'll body slam them, but
it's just not.
I never look at the top,
top.
the 5 stars or the 1 stars. I always look at the ones in the middle.
Yeah, but this is the thing as well, Bill. On Amazon, you can choose like the ones that have got 5-star reviews. You know what I mean? In that drop-down bar at side.
Yes. That's what I do. Is I get rid of the 5s and the 1s and look at the middle ones.
You know, do you just want to review 5 stars, or do you want to, you know, have a look at them all, or aren't you fussed, or can't be asked, or whatever. You know what I mean? But it does give you a choice if you want to review 5-star products only.
Yeah.
The same as Richard says, if them reviews is rigged,
Yeah, well, a lot of them will be.
Well,
you know what I mean? A
They got
5-star,
guys that sit there and do reviews for them.
yeah, a 5-star review don't mean nothing.
No.
You know what I mean? When yeah, to me, an honest review is an honest review. But same as Richard says, I don't even bother with reviews on Amazon. I look into it. I look what specs are, everything.
Car dealers do it. If you get if you buy a car where they've got this sort of 6-month RAC or AA warranty, they say,
Hey, Jeanette, you need to make a
good
note.
review and we'll extend it by a month or two.
I need to make what?
You need to make a note. You've got 8 videos to go
What?
to hit 1,000 videos.
Really?
You need to make that one. You got to do something for your number 1,000.
Really? Say, baby, mind that, Callum. Bill says I only need 8 more videos and I've got 1,000 videos. I don't look, to be honest with you, Bill.
No, I noticed it when I was on the way in. And I thought, wow, she works harder than I do. I've only got like 160.
Bake off or something.
Oh dear. Thank you for telling me that fact, Bill. I didn't know.
You've got to do something special and save it for the 1,000th video.
Yeah, I will do.
Everybody's looking,
Everybody's
looking now to see how many videos they've done.
I just plod along, Bill. That's all I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't. Hey up. I bet Richard's. I bet
Richard's going to see how many videos he's done.
His videos and he's pressed wrong button.
Yeah, he's going to see how many videos he did.
Bake a cake to celebrate. Yeah, Bexy, how are you?
That's wrong button then.
I bet you were looking at how many videos you put up. We said as soon as he went, I bet he went to check how many videos he's done.
I've got along with I'm at 723.
723? Man, you guys make me look like a slacker.
I put one on every single day. Every day, shorts.
I'd have to do 5 a day to get that many by now.
Well, I film at weekends and then I schedule them. I'm scheduled up to the 10th of June so far.
I can do better than that. I'm up to.
I've got 157.
I got content up to middle of July. Release 1 video a week every Friday.
Yeah, I do 2 a week, and I've got enough to get me through another 3 weeks. Because I just did 1 today, but I promised John I'd do it soon because I had to do that.
It's very hard getting ahead, scheduling ahead. It really is.
That Big John's wife.
Yeah.
Yes, Big John.
Yeah, he sent me a T-shirt, and I said, "Okay, I'll do it on a video."
1.6K videos. That's my other half.
He could be the next voice of Darth Vader when Sir James L. Jones pops his clone.
I told John that what she needs to do is go to Jamaica to do a commercial, and in the commercial, she needs to say, in Jamaica, she needs to say, "I see dread people." She's going for coroner.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah. 991 videos I've done.
Yeah, and counting this one, it'll be 992.
Yeah.
You got 8 to go. It feels funny when you put your hands up. It looks like it's backwards. So it should be like...
Just do a few shorts tomorrow. Just hold the camera around and do a few shorts.
But yeah, I mean, I go live 4 times a week. So yeah, by end of week, I should be nearly there. But that's one thing I've never actually kept an eye on how many videos I do or how many. Yeah.
I just happened to notice the number, and then I just went and looked at mine. Mine's only at 157. I've been doing it for about a year now. But I've ramped it up to 2 a week. It wasn't at 2 a week for. It was like 1 a week for the first
Yeah.
6 or 7
Well,
months.
I've been going 6 years.
Yeah, you've had
So
more
that
time to
means
get it
based on
done.
that, I will hit 1,000 in 277 days because I put one on every day. So that's 277 days. I'll hit 1,000 sometime early next year.
Yeah, February.
Yeah, that's every day.
But I mean, like week after next, I could do like a celebratory video, baking video. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, and that'll be February 16th of next year.
What,
I'm a math
16th?
person.
What did you say? What, 16th?
February 16th, you'll hit 1,000.
Is that it? Is that
You
it?
do one a day.
One a day, yeah. All right, there we go.
That's 277 days from now.
Sometimes on a Saturday I might put 2 on, but it's generally one a day.
But I mean, I look at it this way: it's not the amount of videos that you do; it's the content that you put in it. If you know what I mean.
The views.
Oh, yeah.
Quality over
Yeah,
quantity.
views.
Views is important. How many views?
And that's I know my buddy Bruce says he says don't worry about subscribers. Once you're over 1,000, stop worrying about subscribers. Think about views.
Yeah, if you click the about button, it
Yeah,
tells you how many views you've had.
Canadian Bruce. Well, he'll be eligible for Mexican citizenship, won't he? Spends more time in Mexico than he doesn't.
Scotty
Bruce
says he's
Pender.
going to
Yeah,
be doing a live later this month, editing video to be out this month.
Now I've got to go see how many views I've got since you said it.
Probably got him. Normal. Good boy, normal.
Oh, this is the thing, Bexy. I mean, it's like Chris has said, the videos that he thinks are crap do well, and the ones that he thinks are good don't do so well.
That is exactly right. Is that there's no rhyme or reason to it?
Yeah, yeah.
I posted up a scene from a film or a movie, as you call them, and it's got me absolutely loads of views. It's nothing to do with the rest of my content. It's a scene from a Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
But yeah, you know what I mean. Chris says,
I
well,
love that movie.
he said he sort of
The Cockboy scene at
and he
White
said,
Castle.
well, I think it is a fantastic video, just crap views wise, but the ones that he thinks are crap and he just throws together seem to do better than the ones, but
See, I know
think-
everybody always tries to be real quiet about their numbers, but I don't care. I'll show you all my numbers.
What
I've got
it is, isn't it?
304,400 views, which for 1 year is okay, I think. The first year and a half.
Yeah.
And I keep still looking at the
Well,
subscribers and hoping for more
I've
subscribers.
got my stats.
You see, that's it, Bexy. Chris is saying, he thinks, Harry's put it together, music is put on it, he's gone the whole log, editing and mashing it together with music and drone footage for photographs, etc.
Yeah.
What
Well,
he's,
that's
he
days,
spent a lot of time doing it, if you know what I mean. Now he'll say, oh, views is crap on this. But one that is thrown together, a montage of pictures, boom. You know what I mean? A rest of a case sort of thing.
And another thing, it helps to know where your audience is. If they're not in this country, put it on at a time that suits the country that's viewing it the most.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like for me, if I was trying to just push to get more subscribers and more views, then I'd do Sunday morning every time. And the times I do it are Wednesday and Saturday.
Most of my viewers, are, for some reason, are 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and 97% of them are in India.
Really?
That's
I
it.
don't know.
I got one of your. I don't think I've got one of Scottish.
India.
You got to start doing Hindi translations if they're all in India.
They're all my viewers are in India. They must have a thing about trains in India. Well, they have. I think.
They do have a thing about
28.4%
trains
of
in
my
India.
views are from the UK, with 17. Second is United States with 17.3%. Third is Germany with 3.7%. Fourth is Netherlands with 3.4%, and Canada is fifth with 1.9%.
Yeah, mine's 75% America, 5% Canada, 4% UK, 2% Australia, and then Philippines, South Africa, France, Ireland, New Zealand. But these are all the places: Germany, Netherlands,
Mine's
Spain,
already
Sweden.
UK, and I don't know
I do.
anywhere else. All bloody India.
I do the translations for all those languages, so I expect it.
But
Good morning. Good morning.
But yeah, I mean, it's all about engagement, isn't it? Really, I think
Yeah.
it's all about your engagement with your audience. Same as you say, Richard. If you're engaging with your audience in India,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Well, I always
Yeah.
time it for them now because I know that they, for some reason, 4 p.m. in the afternoon. I don't even know what. I think it's about 8 o'clock at night in India. I can't remember if they're behind us. Are they behind us? They're behind.
We're ahead of us about
Middle of the morning. then.
8 hours ahead.
Oh, on that note, yeah, I hit my target this month. You know, my monetization.
I'll be
Oh, yeah.
It's only took me about 6-7 months.
What do you mean hit your target? You mean you hit the number you were hoping for?
Well, you see, here in the UK, there's like a £60. Yeah, you've got to work to once you hit that £60, that's when they pay you from YouTube. So we
Oh,
our thing is
already.
£60. Now last month I was 20p short. It was £59.80.
Well, it still piles up though, right?
Well, yeah, it's made me more this month, you know. But
Yeah, mine's making, and I know people don't like to talk about it, but I don't care, you know, because it's like there's money there, but I haven't touched it, and it makes about $10 a day, but I don't touch it.
But
it's not really mine. Money,
it's like
you know?
it's like this, Bill, and I always say, once I get that payment, I just plough it straight back into my channel. I buy stuff off of Amazon for my baking. So, and it's like this, and I always say, what you never had, you never miss.
Yeah, I haven't touched mine at all, and don't plan to ever. It's just going to sit there.
It's like this. I just plough it straight back into channel as regards baking equipment, you know. Oh, pardon me. So it don't sort of, yeah. It's just that bit of extra cash, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm pretty lucky doing the lawnmowers. I get to sell them when I'm done, so it lets me make a little bit of money, and I get to buy camera, but I sell them cheap, so it gives me enough money to buy camera equipment and keep buying more mowers.
Well, that's it. It's sort of like a you know, roundabout, isn't it? You sell the mowers that you do up, which you review and which you show people how to mend, etc.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, once you've mended that lawnmower, you get to sell it on, don't you?
Yeah, because I do not fix other people's lawnmowers ever. I always buy them because that way I can do it when I feel like doing it.
How many hours have you got to get to be monetized? Is it 4,000?
It's 4,000 watch hours every year.
Yeah.
Watch out for the year.
Yeah, every year. You've got to do that every year to remain monetized. Well, I've
thought that one out. I'll message you on Messenger.
Yeah, but that I think for a year that's easy to hit because when I reached my 1,000 subscribers, I had 15,000 hours.
But the thing is, and as this is what I always say, Bill, you know, people will say, yeah, my goal is 1,000 subscribers to get monetized, etc. But when you think about it, unless you're a big YouTuber and you're getting thousands and thousands of viewers, it's not all it's cracked up to be.
No.
Yeah.
You need to get the watch hours.
Yeah, you know, unless you're earning a regular amount.
You just
Each
type people's
one.
names into Social Blade, and then you get the reality of it all.
And you know what you
Can you
discover
believe that?
is your dollars per your pennies per view. Actually, as your number of subscribers go up and your views go up, that goes up too.
But yeah, you know what I mean. It's like this, you know. I mean, people go on about unless you're somebody like you know, these big YouTubers that have got millions and millions of subscribers.
Yeah.
It's, you know, yeah, it's a bit extra money, but it's not everything it's cracked up to be.
Can I go on a rant for 1 second?
Go on then.
Okay, I've got like 1,350 subscribers. How the hell does Justin Bieber have 7 million subscribers? Okay, I'm done. That's all I'm done.
PewDiePie.
Well, it's like Logan Paul and just what's his brother's name? You know what I mean? What do they actually do?
Nothing.
Exactly.
He is not helpful for anybody in the world except himself. How does he have 7 million subscribers and I don't?
You know, here's us. We're doing it for the community. I'm baking. I'm showing people how easy it is. You know, I'm not sort of one of these posh channels that, you know, I'll admit, me cake decorating skills leave a lot to be desired, but you know, that's only a small part of the baking, if you know what I mean. It's the actual baked goods and you know how they turn out in end.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. These yeah, there's a lot of the. I mean, you'd be surprised. You know, this is how you do this and this is how you do that. You know what I mean? It looks easy, but when you come to doing it, you know what I mean? I totally agree there, Scotty. Says idiot 1 and idiot 2. But yeah.
Yeah, it's the best comments I ever get is that somebody will say, you make it look really easy. I'm going to go try. And then you get another one a couple days later saying, I don't believe that worked.
You know what I mean?
It makes your day.
It's like this, unless you're making thousands of dollars or thousands of pounds each month. It's just not, in my opinion.
Oh, I thought you were going to say each year. I was hoping for each year, but not each month.
I mean, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it'd be nice, like £1,000 a month or $1,000 a month.
Well,
yeah, in my
Urbexy hits it on the nose.
Like, what's he called? Mr. Beast, he's called. The biggest YouTuber going. 116 million subscribers.
He goes like money away, don't he, Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Well, he can afford to.
I've just his Social Blade and he's getting billions, not pence, he's into billions.
This is what I'm saying.
Unbelievable, isn't it? Just for watching somebody play bloody video games.
Yeah, it gets tiring having people, just like Urbexy says, it gets tiring having people say, okay, yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing this. And as I don't know Urbexy male or female, but you know, it's like, this is my hobby, which is why I don't touch the money. It will stop being a hobby if it becomes a job.
Subscribers.
But yeah, but people say, okay, yeah, but it's not buying t-shirts. You know, if you want to put out a t-shirt, somebody can go buy it. That's fine. But the whole donate to my channel, it's like
this is the thing. I never ask people to, you know, or you know, give me a super chat or give me a PayPal or this, that, and other. I look at it this way: if people are happy with what they see and they like your channel, then they'll give you a super chat anyway.
Yeah. Somebody keeps commenting on mine called something mix and something, and he keeps saying in his comment, "Why you not come to my channel? This is not fair. And why do you not comment on mine?" And I think because you keep bloody well asking. That's why.
Oh
keep
dear.
removing the comments.
But yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, even though I've got that super chat button, I never say to people right at the beginning, oh, don't forget thumbs up and give me a super chat. You know what I mean?
And that super chat, they take part of that off you anyway, don't
35%.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You know what I mean? Let's say for instance, somebody gives you £5, you probably only get £2.50, £3 of that.
Yeah.
I just had somebody send me a text. That's my world. He's on his way to come pick something up. He says, sorry, I'm late. See you. And he shows me he's 20 minutes away. I said, I don't care. I'm not sitting in traffic. He's the one that's going to be stuck in 5 o'clock traffic, not me. So I was like, come whenever you want, you know?
Yeah. But you'll not get that era, Bexy. You know me. You know I never drop my link. You know, only let's say for instance, I don't know. Bill says, "Oh, I'm so many subscribers away from hitting a certain."
Yeah.
You know, that's the only time we'll ever drop any links is when we're trying to get.
Yeah, and that's pretty harmless. Helping people get subscribers is wonderful. Or people asking for subscribers. They're not saying, okay, dig some money out of your pocket because
That's
this is my hobby, you know?
Yeah, you know what I mean? If sort of Bill says, oh, I only need like 6-7 subscribers. I'm only 6-7 subscribers away from my target at XYZ. You know what I mean? Then we'll put links in so we can get you more subscribers.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be lots of channels doing that, just growing channels. It all seems to have died a death, though. Now,
It's like false, isn't it? If you know what I mean. People are subscribing to you, and next minute they unsubscribe.
Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit.
And this is also something we always think about. Is there's such thing as, like, if somebody unsubscribes from you, you don't care. Your little number will go down a little, but you don't care because there's good subscribers and bad subscribers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody that subscribed just to give you a number, they're not going to watch videos. You don't care.
I mean, it's like here, Bill. We like to think of ourselves as a little community where everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people come in on a regular basis. They come in every streams, every baking.
What were he called?
That's not about his own channels.
He was called, his first name was Ben. I think he was Canadian. He always had a hat on, and he was in his garage, talk quite religious, a bit religious. He were always canoes in background. You've been in on his stream, on his chat before, Jeanette. He's called Ben, but I can't think of his damn name.
Cab 7, you mean?
Who?
Cab 7.
Yeah, Cab 7. I haven't seen him for a long time.
Is it? Yeah, he did a video the other day.
Did it? Right,
no,
I've got to run off. I've got this guy coming. He's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I know belong myself, Bill. But
anybody that wants to donate to me, keep your money in your pocket and go have a beer.
See you later, Bill.
Keep your money. Go have a beer. Think about me when you're having the beer, and I'm happy.
See you later, Bill. Bye.
See you later.
I'll see y'all later.
So he's still about then, that Cab 7?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him for
it come up on my something about the fire pit or something, I don't know. Well, they were him, and then they were in which he's on his head. Oh, what's his name?
Because I always used to remember him saying, he used to say, thanks for subscribing, but I'm not subscribing to you back. I don't do that kind of crap. He always used to make a note of saying that.
Yeah. What's Green Bay Wacky? He were one that always used to do subscribe to each other. There were rant jams.
Oh,
and then there were a Canadian one. What was that called now? And Andrew, his name were.
All dramatic at one point. All this building channels.
But this is the thing, and the thing I've noticed, Richard, is with them sort of channels, they crash and burn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're good for so long, but then people are going in and saying, well, I'm not getting any subscribers from here. You know what I mean? And they sort of hit the peak and then they crash and burn.
He were very keen on it, that Aussie Mark with all these comments. Do you remember Aussie Mark?
Yeah.
He's disappeared off the planet now.
I've seen IP. We're just about to shut
for
it down. I
ages.
know.
2 years.
Yeah, he predominantly, he's on Instagram still.
Is he?
Yeah. I've not seen him in a long, long time on
Oh,
YouTube.
his last video was 2 years ago.
But yeah, I know who you're on about.
Yeah, Aussie Mark, and he was always saying, put this in, you're telling people how to get, and I'm thinking, he didn't have that many subscribers himself, but yet he's telling everybody else how to do it. I thought this is a bit weird.
But yeah, there's quite a few I've noticed since I've been doing YouTube that have become quite popular. But then, all of a sudden it's hit its peak, and yeah. I mean, there's one particular channel now that's on the same footing, JP's Variety,
Ash.
Yeah, they have hundreds and hundreds of people watching.
Yeah. It's just rubbish because you go in their chat, you might get 50 subscribers and they're all gone within 48 hours.
But this is the thing. If you go into somebody's like that, where they've got hundreds of viewers, how's anyone going to, in particular, going to notice you?
Correct.
That's the thing that I'm trying to say.
Absolute bloody nonsense it is.
I think in natural growth, if people want to subscribe to you. If not, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like I say, I'll never have enough watch hours because my videos are too short.
Oh, not that one. Okay.
You know
I thought it was Ash, but no, Scotty's corrected me again.
But
not always right, but I'm never wrong.
Anyway, I'm going to go to bed, I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm going to shut it down because I've been going nearly 2 hours and 40 minutes. So, sorry you were late coming in, Pete. I'm making sticky toffee pudding tray bake tomorrow. So, yeah. I thought I'd just put that in.
That is right.
Yeah, and me and Chris are both big believers in organic growth. You know what I mean? You watch their videos, they watch yours. So, yeah, I will say good night.
You want people actually interested in your content.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Yep. And I'll say good night. Thanks, partners, Richard, Johnny, Bro, and Bill for all coming on the panel. Thank you very much. And I'll see you later, guys.
Bye.
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 Which is snuck off.
He looked knackered.